Hey, drunk girls and drunk boys. It's the Bennington Show. I am your host for today, once again, Gail Bennington. Why am I your host today? Because Ron Bennington is in Austin, Texas, as we speak, at the Moon Tower Comedy Festival. I know he had a great night last night with Dudley and Bob, with Matt, with a fantastic live show they did with Ron White. He's got so many things going on out there, and I'm so excited for them. Vito, tell them where they can grab tickets to some of the shows Ron's doing out there.
So you're going to go to the iBang, and tomorrow night, Friday, April 20th, at 4 p.m., he's going to be doing an Unmasked with David Cross.
Love David Cross so much.
And then Saturday, April 21st, 5 p.m., Judah Friedlander, the world champ, is doing his 2020 presidential press conference, and it's going to be moderated by Ron Bennington. Audience members are going to get to ask questions about his platform and what he's going to do to better this country. Get tickets at theibang.com.
That is going to be such a fantastic show. I love Judah so much, but this, I think this event is a career maker for him in politics.
Yeah, I mean, this is his moment. This is his coming out party to the political world.
Yeah, and produced by Chris Stanley, so you know it's going to go fucking perfectly.
If there's anything about Chris Stanley, it's perfection.
You know, Chris is he's on his way to Austin right now, which, you know, was not clear to me yesterday. He was still in New York City yesterday.
What?
He was still here. I thought for some reason that he was flying out during the show.
Why was he here?
He was at home.
He just took a day off?
You know, I guess he had producer type things to do. But, you know, his loyalties are very clear to me.
Very clear.
They're very clear to me. But yes, Chris Stanley will be behind this big press conference for Judah Friedlander, moderated by Ron Bennington. And I think it's going to be a fantastic time. You know, it's the kind of political career bump that I think a young Bernie Sanders could have used.
A moderated Ron Bennington event.
I think so, because you remember Bernie Sanders. Remember, it just felt like we had all the hope in the world for that young man.
Yeah, he was young, spry.
Yeah. So he's back at it again, and pull up his Twitter, because this is a very, very weird worlds are colliding. Worlds are colliding, Jerry.
Cardi B is right. We have got to protect Social Security for all generations.
Cardi B is right.
What a great day this is.
Jen, do you think this could have maybe got the black vote?
No, it would have got the black vote. All the ratchets would have came out in line.
The Ratchet Party?
Where do the ratchets usually lean?
I thought they were Republican.
Really? I don't think that's in their best interest.
I thought the ratchets were the conservative party. That was just my opinion.
It's just so weird to hear Bernie Sanders say it. Just play it one more time, because his voice makes me so happy.
Cardi B is right. We have got to protect Social Security for all generations.
Cardi B is right. How can Americans buy their bloody shoes when the top 1% of the top 1% of the top 1% is making all the money moves? It's so great.
Do you think he'd approve of her spending, though? I mean, she spends all this money on these bloody shoes.
I think he would. I think he would be okay with it.
Well, he's been like friends with rappers before, like Killer Mike from Run the Jewels. They did a sit down.
He's as they say, down with the culture.
Oh, yes. He's for the culture. He's 100% for the culture.
Do you think it's phony though? It's a phony old man from Vermont.
I don't know. Rappers love old men right now. Like, I don't know if you've noticed, Ric Flair is big in the rap world right now.
I didn't know this. This is not a thing.
He was with Offset on Jimmy Fallon the other night for the song Ric Flair Drip.
So are you comparing Bernie Sanders and Ric Flair is just like the same person?
To me, in the rap world, I think they look at them as the same person. They're like, oh, old white guy. I like it.
Gotta get the bloody shoes.
I just wonder who she would have supported, Hillary or Bernie.
I think that before this, I think she would have been a Hillary supporter, because we all remember like all that excitement that happened after the hot sauce in my bag swag moment.
Oh, right.
Which everyone said was pandering. But she looked legitimately, like, I don't know if that was like a good acting moment, but she looked legitimately shocked when they were like, what? And she's like, what? I always have hot sauce in my bag.
It's a normal thing.
Is this the Hillary moment?
Oh,
This is just a mashup.
This is a weird mashup. I'm sorry.
Cardi B is right.
But yeah, she
gotta pull the ass cheeks apart, make the pussy smile. She's right. She's absolutely right. You gotta wrap your legs around your gentleman, Fred. Make him give your ass a child.
Hey.
Notice I changed the word. I'm not gonna say the N word. All right, let's go to John in VA.
Hey, Gail.
Hey, John.
Rita.
How's it
I can't
going?
even not too bad. Driving, working. I can't even tell Ronnie's gone.
He is. He truly is. We feel the void every minute. Every minute of the day.
Yeah, but before I forget, you're sassy, funny, and witty. You're cool. So you keep the show going.
Thank you so much, John. That's so sweet.
And I want to wish you a congratulations on the baby.
Thank you so much. Thank you, John. That's incredibly
Tell
sweet.
Vito, you got tell Vito to take a shower.
Vito?
I'm here.
Yeah.
John wants
Vito, I
to.
can smell it. Yeah, but Vito, take a shower.
Oh, okay. I showered today. I'll shower again, I guess, if I smell that bad.
I really thought John had a lot of great things to say.
Especially that shower thing.
It's really accurate. Yes, that is why I am not at the Moon Tower Comedy Festival. I am with child and not flying and not traveling this summer. But I do wish I was there. So up on the iBang, there is this story of this mom, a British mom who went on. Do you know that English chat show?
This morning?
It's like yes, This Morning. It seems very popular there. There's like their Regis and Kathy.
Yeah.
Like they're very big there. Every time that there's some like breaking drama, there's always clips from This Morning. But there was this mom on there, and she is saying that she feels like it is 100% okay for you to choose a favorite child. That it is undeniable. Everyone actually has a favorite child, and there's no problem with it.
And she, which does she say like what makes a favorite child, or she's just like one of these?
If you listen to her, she literally is like, this one moans and whinges, and so he's not my favorite. And the other one complains, and she's like, how come he can have a bar of chocolate and I can't have a bar of chocolate? But my third child, she's just nice. She's just so nice. So that's really, like, she literally is like, if they don't complain.
It doesn't even sound like she has a favorite child. It sounds like she just doesn't like two.
She doesn't like 3 of her 4 children. That's a good point. That's not necessarily like it. She had no positive things about her to say.
Nice.
And then she said, well, she's the only one I breastfed. So I feel like we had that connection. Again, seems like not the other children's fault.
No.
They weren't like, that milk's gross. Don't give me that. Jen, did you feel like your parents had a favorite child?
I think I am the favorite child.
You think you are?
I think I was told I'm the favorite child, but
Really?
told not to tell my sisters about that.
Really?
Yeah. And I was surprised because my whole life I thought I wasn't. I thought Jessica, my other sister was.
Yeah.
But no, I was told I was the favorite because
that's-
I don't harass them as much for money.
Again, it has to do with not being a shitty kid. It doesn't even have to do with being a good kid.
Yeah.
It seems like if you're just quiet and you don't ask for balls of
You don't ask for
chocolate,
much.
then you're a good kid. I actually, when I kind of thought my brother had an edge over me as a kid, and then I think that later he told me he thought I did. So I think that that's a natural thing that you always think the other sibling.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like a dramatic thing. It wasn't like we were like, they didn't love me. Like we were just like,
Yeah.
I kind of feel like you were a bit of the favorite.
I like hearing that because I don't want to meet the person who's like, imagine having a brother who's like, I was the favorite. Our whole
Yeah.
lives. That's- like, they loved me.
Well, yeah,
more
but
than you.
sometimes you have a fuck up sibling and it's pretty clear
Okay, yeah.
that you're just like, this one is bad. This is bad news.
We don't talk about it.
Yeah, and like clearly, I'm not in jail. That's going to be a situation. Now, Vito, you grew up sibling-less.
Only child.
You're an only child. Maybe some of the worst people on earth. I'm just saying they tend to be a little selfish and self-centered.
I do hate when you say somebody, oh, I didn't have siblings, and they say, oh, you hear this a lot. Oh, you're an only child. Now I get it. And it's one of the
People
most
do say that.
offensive things somebody could say to you. They're basically saying you're a scumbag, and now
I'm telling you, I have a couple girlfriends who are only children. I find them to be very different than the other ones. I find them to be like kind of shittier, or just like their self-love is like at 100% all the time, and they're like, I kind of deserve this because I'm the special one, because they're the only one. They didn't have to grow up that way.
Yeah. I don't think I have those as much as I just have like the weirder only child things where it's like.
Did you think about wanting a sibling though when you were a kid, or would you have been like, oh my God, if I have a sibling, then I'm like someone's gonna split my attention?
I remember saying to my mom, I wanted.
Did you just say mama?
I said mama.
You
I've
just
never said mama.
said mama. Vito, you just said,
My mama.
I remember when I said to my mama, mama,
I don't know why. I've never called her mama.
and mama said to me, hush, child. Hush.
I remember as a kid saying to my mom,
Mama.
my mama, I wanted a brother. And she said, no, think about it. If you had a brother, you have to share everything. And
Oh my gosh.
She was putting the positive spin on it.
my mom convinced me
Mama
that I
knows
didn't
best.
want a brother. She was like, imagine having a brother. Like, I would have to split my attention. Imagine Christmas, half as much stuff. And I was like, you're right. That's
See?
terrible.
This is the only child mentality.
Yep.
It's not good. That's not healthy.
Yeah. And now I can't even think. I don't like when I have kids, I'm terrified to have more than one because I know I would pick a favorite. I know off the bat.
Do you know, even though this story is about a British mom who has a favorite child, I have only heard men say that.
Really?
I have heard this from multiple male friends of mine who are like, their fear of having multiple children is picking a favorite. Here's the thing. Don't have a favorite.
I think it's just natural. I think we naturally just like people better than others, and we're very.
But if you put it in your head, you can't control having a favorite. What is it? Like, this is going to be like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man? It just like pops in your head and you're like, oh God, I've chosen.
I just know I'd be like, man, I like hanging out with this kid way more than that kid. I want to take this kid to the Mets game. I don't want to take him. He's fucking boring.
Terrible. I think that's like a kind of a more often than not, I've heard men say it.
Well, and if you think about like just friends in general with like genders, like I feel like men always like say off the bat, this is my best friend. And then like women, I think always have like a group of girls that are best friends.
You sit there and you rank your friends?
Men do that. Men are like, this is my closest friend.
So you like in your head, you've got Ian number one, right? Is Ian in the
Ian's
number?
my number one, but I'm not Ian's number one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And you'd still keep him in number
Yeah,
one?
but I'm looking for a new number one. Gabe is moving up to number one.
Yeah, but I just like, I like Ian because he makes you look short and it's funny. I like the two of you together. No, wow. Like, I can't believe that you would continue to put him in number one spot when you're essentially being friend cucked.
Well, he's known Shaka longer, so I have to accept that. Shaka's our other friend.
Shaka sounds awesome. Shaka?
Yeah, how would you not have that as your number one friend?
That's
if his name is
clearly, I mean,
Shaka?
Vito can't compete with Shaka. I don't know anything about Shaka, but he's definitely, I'm thinking he might be my best friend.
And Ian gets to say, I have Vito and Shaka as friends. He just sounds like a chamber of worlds.
Do you rank your friends on this show?
Yeah. Easily.
You rank us.
Yeah.
Give me the ranking.
All right. Ron number 1, Gail number 2, Jen number 3, Carly number 4, Chris number 5.
You've known Chris almost longer. You've known him longer than most of the list.
I've technically known Chris longer than Ron because I met Chris before I met Ron.
So you put him at the bottom, and you put our lovely intern Carly above Chris.
Way above Chris. Rank us now. Now you rank.
Now,
us.
here's the thing. Now, again, I don't want to say you're putting yourself in a cuck position, But you know that Ron would choose you as number one. I don't want to hurt your feelings, but there's no way he would choose you as number one.
I know, but I like the competition. See, that's why Ian's my number one, because now I know, like, I'm always fighting for that top spot.
My God. Jen, do you rank your friends like this?
No, I don't. Well, I rank them privately, but I don't rank them to them. You know what I mean? Because that would cause some jealousy.
But you do have a best friend in your mind.
Oh, yes. I mean, in my phone, I put like Boozy, bestest friend.
Everybody knows Boozy is Jen's best friend.
She's really like a sister.
Yeah.
I think that's what like some friends are just like more family than just regular friends.
Well, I definitely agree that friends who you've had for a long time are no longer friends.
Yeah, they become.
And they're more like a shitty cousin that you have to deal with.
Yeah.
Like, that's how I feel about it. I have plenty of friends that I met in high school and college. If I met them today, I'd be like, I don't like the bitch. I really don't. I'd rather not see her again. But now we've been through too much,
Yeah.
All right, let's go to Brian in Georgia. Brian, you're on Bennington.
Hey, Gail, how are you today?
Hey, how's it going?
Good. Let me just say first, I appreciate you sharing you and your dad and now your new addition to your family. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you, Brian.
It's been part of my life for like 20 years, so it's so nice to hear you guys sharing your stuff on the air.
That's awesome.
For the favorite child thing, so my wife and I just had our third, and the first two, our kids are very different, and it was like, no, they're just different. We don't have a favorite between the two of them. But now that we have the baby, when the other two are around, I can feel it creep up in me to be like, God damn it, leave me alone while I hang out with the baby.
But do you think
becoming the favorite?
But do you think the baby is a baby and that's why you crave to have attention? You know what I mean? Like, you want to hang out with the baby. You want to give them new attention.
No, I agree with that. I think the danger is that, this is going to be our last, and that this feeling will just continue as she becomes a child and then an adult, and she'll just be the auto favorite from now on. So we're really trying to guard against that selection thing.
Now,
but thanks for taking my call, Gail. You have a great day.
All right. Take care, Brian. Thanks so much. Again, a dude worried about being the... Wow, we have a very exciting caller right now. You're on Bennington.
Yo, man, I gotta tell you something, Gaily girl. All right, listen, girl. You know how, like, that couple days ago, that caller called your child the golden child?
Yes, I think.
That shit don't mean what you think it means.
Okay.
'Cause we used to call my brother the golden child, right? Because remember that Eddie Murphy movie, The Golden Child?
Yeah, I want the knife.
The light. Yeah, because he could do no wrong. And so, like, we'd go to Dave and Buster's and shit, and then my mom would be, like, telling the guy with the coins, he's going to be an NBA star. I'm like, Ma, shut the fuck up. This guy don't fucking care. And then my brother had a child, and then we were like, oh, here come baby Jesus. Don't nobody fuck with baby Jesus. Because, yeah. Because nobody else's fucking kid mattered. Like, just because my sister's kid found coke in her ex-husband's boxers.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's like fucking, would never happen to baby Jesus' kid.
Where in the boxers was this coke?
It was because the coke was hidden in his boxers, right? Mm-hmm. And so my sister's kid was like, Dad, can I use a pair of shorts? And he grabbed a pair of shorts, and he's like, Dad, what's this? And he's like, oh, fuck, don't tell your mom. And they made a big deal because, like, the kid's 10 and he's diabetic and shit, and it could have killed him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think definitely cocaine don't use if you're a diabetic.
Really?
Exactly.
No.
If he was, like, fucking straight and my sister did his job, then he, like, could fucking do that shit.
Now, Jen, did it make you resent your brother?
It fucking did, because, and my sister was worse too, because like my brother would get like fucking little Matchbox cars, right? And like she'd go down and like she's like, he got 10 Matchbox cars and I only got a present. But I was talking to him last night, right? Because like I bust his balls and shit. And I asked his wife, I was like, let me ask you something. I was like, my brother, when he was a baby, he used to like be pulling on his dick and everything. And we used to be worried. you gotta stretch that shit out. She was like, my son does that. And I'm like, yeah, your son pulls on his dick because my brother used to pull on his dick. Now, see, the thing is, I said, maybe your baby got a big dick, but they get the intelligence from the mother. That's a science proven.
Right.
So I don't know if
So
your
he doesn't
husband
get
got
his
a big dick or anything.
You don't think he got his
No,
big
your
dick
baby
from
ain't
his
got a
mom,
dick.
is what you're saying.
What?
You don't think he got his big dick from his mom?
No, yeah, and I told her that too because she got a bigger dick. Like even though like you don't have a dick, maybe but I think that you got a bigger dick than your man. Like this.
Okay, so you think I'm carrying a big dick gene, essentially, is what you're saying?
Yeah, because even though like you're a woman, I think that like you will fuck. Like I think if somebody came after your baby, I think you would fuck a 6-year-old up before your fucking husband would.
Okay, that's
I really did.
well, it comes from my big dick, is why. Now,
Yeah,
Jen,
you got a big fucking cock. You're like, oh, we went to go see you remind me of we went to go see the Pink concert.
yeah,
Over at which is, I know you're gonna fucking disagree with me.
was she flying through the air?
Oh my fucking god! Her kid was watching, right? Her kid was on stage, and they strap her. Did you see it?
No, I did not see it. I wasn't at the show. I wasn't at the Pink show.
Yeah, I was looking for you, and then 10,000 people. I thought it was DC, you know. But they put her in this fucking harness, right? And there's 10,000 people, and then they fucking shoot her through the sky. I fucking kid you not, where she fucking swings like all around Verizon Stadium. Like a rubber band.
Jen, I think that you could probably do that because you have the yoga moves, which you're very good with.
And I'm gonna go to a yoga concert, the conference too. I'm gonna be in Central Park on Saturday.
Yeah, Jen actually sent me a message, and she was curious, Vito, if you would be interested in doing yoga with her, because she will be doing, I think you said Times Square, or is it Central Park?
It's gonna be, they're gonna do it in Central Park, but I want to tell you something, because Vito's real fucking flexible. I think about Vito all the time.
But
yeah, you wouldn't think it, but but he's got some fucking moves on him. Now, if I came down there on a Saturday,
no, but she said moves, not boobs. He has that as well.
He
but
got boobs. Vito, here's the thing, Vito. Listen,
I'm listening.
Are you listening, Vito?
I am.
Now, you might be a little overweight, right?
Ouch.
But no.
It's a fact, Vito.
Listen. People, and this is the problem. When people see people overweight, they're always thinking, "Oh, he's fat and he's lazy and he's stupid."
they do think that about Vito.
Stupid.
No, I think Vito's fucking funny as hell, and I think Vito, he's got a big dick too, because he's pretty fucking. He got like a size like 12 and shit. But
No, that's how you size them.
yeah, I was like, damn, his dick's probably real big. Not that I was gonna fuck Vito or anything like that.
Yeah, sure, but it
Yeah,
crossed
but
your
you
mind.
know, a girl could dream.
Sure. Jen, thank you so much for calling, because I got to go to a break soon because I have a guest coming in just a bit. I love you, Jen. I hope that you have an amazing time doing yoga. Vito, are you thinking about
I'm
maybe?
considering it. It's on the table.
All right, I hope you will. Love you, Jen.
About your big dick.
Yes, he'll be swinging the dick when he gets there.
He'll be swinging the dick like the stick.
All right.
His name is Rick.
All right, Jen. That's crazy, Jen. That you know what? That made a lot of sense. Everything that she said.
Everything. I got
It all,
everything.
because we were talking about favorite kids. What that sound means?
Oh my goodness.
It's my good friend Tom Sharplink of The Best Show.
Oh, hey, how are you?
The Best Show can be heard every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. on thebestshow.net. And Meet My Friends, The Friends is also available at patreon.com/thebestshow.
That's right.
Meet My Friends, The Friends is your new project, and it is
It's the dumbest thing I've ever been involved in.
no. Why do you think that, Tom? The people were clamoring for the reboot and relook at all of the Friends. So Tom goes through every Friends episode. And you give a recap and a review.
Yeah.
And you're going to do all of them. Where are you at now? What number are you at?
We just finished season 2, so that puts us we're probably about we have about 50 in the can.
Right.
So we're 20% of the way there for the 236 episodes of Friends.
And are you prepared to go for the long haul on this?
Oh, yeah, it'll happen. It might take forever. But it was a bad decision. I should have maybe picked a show that didn't do 236 episodes.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that at first. Where it was like,
You should have did Freaks and Geeks or something.
Yeah, just something like 13 episodes.
Do you feel like you've learned a lot about the Friends over your course of the last 50 episodes that you've done?
Oh, yes. I feel like they are my friends.
Yeah.
And that I have a connection with all of them on the different things. Different friends mean different things to me now.
Dude, speaking of Friends, I heard the big news about your friend Andy Kindler is going to be in a feature film.
I know. I couldn't believe that. I was just like, what?
Yeah.
Andy's in a movie?
I read it on, it's at the Interrobang. There's an article up about Andy Kindler. He's going to be in a film that's coming out. I don't know when it's being released, but it's called The Fiddling Horse. And the best part, when I was reading this article, he's taking the dramatic role.
I know. I cannot wait for this movie.
Because he's playing an ex-jockey turned trainer of and then somebody inherits a horse or something, wants to turn this horse around who's had bad luck. I thought that was going to be his character. It was like fish out of water, like I'm a horseman now. But
Exactly.
no, he's taking the dramatic role and being the kind of washed up ex-jockey turned trainer. I cannot wait to see this movie.
I'm just picturing him. This is the first person when you think of horses, you think of Andy Kindler.
Absolutely.
Of course. Just picture him like.
Well, he's so majestic himself.
Yes, he is equine, quite equine, the way he carries himself. But just picturing him in a stable, just being like, like this horse needs more hay. Like, get more hay.
What? Nothing?
Yeah.
You didn't like it?
Yeah. He's bombing in front of the horses, and he's complaining that there's half the horses in the stable that there should be. It's not a full house.
You know, they say I'm a jockey's jockey.
Yes, he's the jockey's jockey. Oh, I can't wait.
I know, it's great. But you have the coolest friends. You always have really cool friends who do really cool things.
Nice thing to say.
Because
like you.
Yeah, that's true. I am pretty cool.
You are.
But yesterday, I'm not even kidding this. I was so excited because you were coming in today. And I'm in H&M at 34th Street in the maternity section. By the way, guys, they have a maternity section now. It's pretty exciting.
Is it only good for like the first month of...
I'm going to be honest with you. I could do the shirts and the dresses, but those jeans are bullshit. Those are not maternity jeans. I cannot fit into that shit.
H&M is just kind of like... There's a point where like if I tried to go in H&M, they'd be like, we could guide you to this rack over here, sir. No, get away from that stuff. You might want to look over in this corner here.
But I will, now I know that they have a maternity section. When I actually do lose the baby weight, I'll have a place to buy jeans now. I can just go to the maternity section. It's really for normal human women. But anyway, that was not what I was going to tell you. What I was going to tell you was I'm in the store, packed store, and all of a sudden I hear the Kurt Vile. Oh my God, all the lights just went out. That was so weird.
They flash sometimes.
That's so weird. I heard Kurt Vile and Courtney Barnett's song where you were referenced, and it was like a very surreal moment.
It was playing in the store?
It was playing in the H&M, and I kind of like was whipping around. Like I just want to be like, I know that guy.
I'm going to go to H&M now and just sit there.
Just wait for it to come around.
It's a part of the whatever rotation they have.
Vito, play a bit of the song.
So kiss me with your mouth once more.
It's on blue cheese.
Girl in real life. And cheer up Tom Sharpley. The
Well, that's the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, it is.
You're-
I couldn't believe it.
You're referenced in a cool rock song by two cool rock stars.
No, it was crazy. I was truly could not believe that happened because Kurt, I'm friends with Kurt, and he had said that he had put my name in a song, and he had named a song after me once already. So I figured that's the extent of
Yeah, you
this.
don't think
That's
you
the
don't get
best.
to continue to have.
Yes, there was a song called Red Apples for Tom Sharpling, and that I thought that was the extent of how far
Right.
the tributes. And then they put it into the lyrics. I was like, oh my god, this is.
Yeah.
It was like, and seeing them do it live, I felt super self-conscious
Yeah.
and proud at the same time.
Did you point to yourself
kinda
as
just
they
like-
said, cheer up Tom Sharpling?
Yeah, like, hey, that's me. And then also being like, I hope people don't think I'm a big shot because the thing's about me. But then I'm just kind of like, yeah, it's me in the lyric there.
Well,
that's right. You heard it right.
I saw them perform in Philly at the Tower.
Mm-hmm.
And we were so excited with this when they started playing this song. And then when they said your name, there was like a big whoop and a holler throughout.
Well, I have my Philly.
So
people.
you were very loved in Philly. People were very excited.
Yes, Philly is one of my fun cities to go to, and since I live in New Jersey, if I'm going to see bands, I'll a lot of times I'll go to Philly rather than New York because
Right.
it's just less of a thing in
Right.
like New York's always a scene.
But where do you go? Do you go to the Tower?
I'll go wherever they're playing.
Yeah.
You tell me, bands, underground arts.
So you think Philly is a better city to see music in, or you just think it's easier to deal
I
with?
think it's easier for me to deal with. There's
Yeah.
parking and like Union Transfer. There's parking all around there. And
Yeah.
it's a good, yes. I just, and it's one notch lower key than New York also.
That's true.
Without also adding on a $70 parking charge onto the evening.
Sure.
Where it's just like,
Well, we saw LCD Sound System together
that's right.
at Brooklyn Steel.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, that's a pretty good venue. I thought
Oh, I like
that place is pretty cool.
Yes, but that's on the edges of things where it's not,
Right.
where there's parking still.
True.
That will change.
That is true.
Yes.
And that's not the last time I saw you. The last time I saw you was for your big live show that you did in Brooklyn, which was fantastic.
Oh, thank you. That's
Yeah.
right. That was at the 20th anniversary of the first bit that John Worster and I ever did was called Rock Rotten Rule, and that was in 1997, which is horrifying. And yeah, so we did something to commemorate it, and we did it at the Murmur Theater, which is a Jewish temple, which was kind of nice to. It had the proper reverence that we demand from our events. That it's religious functions are going on here when we're not here.
Well, I think it's just good that you're still giving love to the best show when your main project is Meet My Friends, the Friends.
I thought you said your main project is me, and I was like, "Ugh, I don't know about if that's my main project. Yes, we are friends. I don't know if I'd call you my main project now. But look, we will raise this child, all of us. It will take
It takes a village.
It will take a village.
Yeah.
And I'll take the kid on New Jersey.
I feel like you have a lot to teach. You have a lot of, I'll say, a moral code. I will say you have a certain set of standards that you hold things to. I feel like you're going to have a lot of strict lessons.
Yes, you're being polite. You're trying to say that you're the super judgy person who looks down on just about anything that just bothers him in the slightest sense.
Yeah, I mean, we just mentioned a point of pride that you are mentioned in a song, but the song is asking you to cheer up.
Yeah, telling me to, but does say the king. After that. So, yeah, well, maybe I'm the king of not being happy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm happy. I get along with everybody.
But Tom, you do spend a lot of time, you have a bone to pick with a lot of things.
That's true.
But that's why, you know what? That's what I like about Meet My Friends, the Friends. is that like there is joy for you with the Friends.
Yes, there's joy in it, but it's now spiraling out of control. The show, it has its own plot line running through it, where the engineers are fighting with each other, and it's going to just turn into a comedy program that has nothing to do with Friends. The Friends part is a setup,
sure,
for something entirely different. You'll see. Just stay tuned.
All right.
Keep
We'll
listening to
trust you.
all 236 episodes, and you'll realize what.
Don't miss one.
Yes, don't miss. Yeah,
Now,
you might miss
do you
me
s-
talking about Ross.
Do you suggest that people watch the episode first, then tune in for like a little aftertaste, like a little dessert?
I think
listening to.
I think it might be funnier if you never went back and watched any of them,
Right.
Because you start to realize there's just it's a blur of stupidity when I'm saying, and then in this one, Ross goes and goes to buy a sandwich, and then Chandler gets stuck in the elevator. It just becomes like, oh boy, this is the dumbest world.
I actually, when you started doing the show, it inspired, because me and my man decided to like rewatch some early Friends episodes.
Yeah.
And it's weird. You haven't yet established all the relationships and everything.
no.
It's very weird. It's like an unmolded hunk of clay still.
Oh, yeah. When you watch the show and you know that Monica and Chandler are going to get together,
Yeah.
it's the weirdest thing running underneath the thing that
Yeah.
they don't know that that's going to happen yet. So you see these two people who don't have anything, no spark between them in that way, but they're just like pals. But at some point, when they go to London, it goes down. But the thing is, Monica was going to hook up with Joey.
Did you?
I'm way too into this.
Yeah,
now.
no, you're really
I
in
need
it.
help.
I have a theory
Seriously.
though
What?
that I think that everybody is. You know how like you would say, "Oh, what friend are you most like?"
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that anyone, because that's like an archetype. Like they're too pure. So I feel like most people are a two friend combo.
That's fair. Mm-hmm.
So for example, I would say for you, like, what would you say? Who is your two friend combo?
Well, my favorite two friends are Phoebe and either Joey or Rachel.
Right.
But I see myself as half Phoebe, half Joey, probably.
Really?
Except for the Lothario part of Joey.
I feel like you're such. I feel like you're a Chandler
I knew you were gonna say
Ross.
Chandler, but nobody wants to be Chandler Ross. Oh no,
What?
I'm leaving.
Why?
Because Ross is
What is the insult to-
Ross is the mopey douche, and Chandler is just a snarky, he's just a snarky
Don't you-
nothing.
You don't find yourself somewhere between snark and mope?
No, I think Phoebe is like deceptively smart, even though everybody thinks she's stupid, but she's not stupid.
Yeah.
She's actually smarter than everybody, but nobody realizes she's smart in her own way.
Yeah,
It makes sense to her.
I agree. Now,
And she's had
Phoebe
nothing but a life of pain.
is my preference. Like if someone was like, "Oh, who are you?" I'd be like, "I kind of feel like I'm a Phoebe, but I don't know if I actually am." And I've had multiple people say I'm a Monica, and that really hurt me.
See, it's very hurtful.
It is
when
hurtful.
you see when
Yeah, but you know what? This is what this is about. We're facing our
Yes.
truth right now.
I think maybe everybody thinks they're Phoebe
Yeah.
because they're just like, I get what she's all about, and
Yeah.
nobody else gets it. But everybody else is just like, yeah, you're nothing like Phoebe. You're just Ross and
Now-
Chandler.
Jen is definitely a Rachel first and foremost.
Oh, yeah.
You're definitely a Rachel, but who is your who do you have undertones of?
I want to say Phoebe, just because sometimes
See,
you're a
everyone
little,
wants
you
to
know?
be a Phoebe.
But I don't think for the positive notes. I think sometimes I could be a little, in my own little world.
Okay.
Unintentionally. So
That's I don't know. I don't know if you are. You might just be a Rachel Monica. I don't know. I'm not.
Okay. As long as Rachel's in there, I'm good.
Vito's a big old Joey over there.
Joey and Fat Monica.
That's true. Oh my God, you are such a Joey and Fat Monica combo. That's so
my friend's
specific. What do you think about Chris Stanley? What do you think Chris Stanley would be?
Chris Stanley would be probably half Mr. Heckles, the neighbor who died. And probably half Marcel, the
Sure, yeah.
Ross's monkey.
Who also starred in the movie Outbreak.
Yes.
Same monkey.
And
No,
Ventura?
Oh, I don't know.
That's just a guess. I might just be.
Oh my God, please look it up and find
No,
out if Marcel was also
I
Ace
can
Ventura.
do this one now. You don't have to start looking that up. There were two monkeys that portrayed Marcel on the show, one of which was in Outbreak.
Okay.
They were both females.
Really?
Yes. And David Schwimmer hated the monkey.
What?
The monkey was like nasty, I guess, and he really hated acting with the monkey.
That really makes me think that David Schwimmer is such a Ross.
Yeah, it sounds
like he
like it.
is his own character.
Yes, I think he is. Yeah, he's a Ross. He's probably David Schwimmer is a Ross Monica.
He is.
Yes, I think Monica might be the most hurtful
It
say.
hurt me bad when like someone said like you're such a Monica.
because she's controlling.
She's controlling and she's not fun
No.
and she's like she doesn't mean to be funny. Like she can
Yeah.
be like she gets laughs, but it's not because she's enjoying herself. It's usually because she's out of frustration.
Yeah, and then suddenly she'll be like, "I can have fun," and everybody's just like, "Ugh, "This is not fun
Yeah, it
at all.
doesn't feel
This
good at all."
sucks." You're the opposite of fun. As evidenced by the one where Rachel had two birthday parties going on, and Monica took charge of one, which was boring, and everybody was trying to get across the hall to Ross and to Chandler and Joey's party.
God, he's good. He is good. That's why you got to
I'm
listen.
trapped, is what it is. This is my hell. I waited to find out what my hell would be, and it's living. I feel like I'm in that building. And I
Do you
feel
dream about Friends because
on
you're
Grove.
watching?
Where is it on Grove? And they show the sign always when they pan up. It's like boom, 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 boom. And there's a shocking amount of World Trade Center footage all over Friends
Yeah.
for the
that is
cutaways.
true.
It is like every episode has the Twin Towers in the.
Did they ever address it? Wait, when did they stop?
They did, yes. They actually, there was a thing, like one of those things like saying like, New York is stay strong, we love you, like something
But
like
did they
that.
address it on the show? Like,
No,
was
the
it
characters- no,
part? Okay, they didn't like
No,
talk
there was
about
no,
it.
they were not dealing with.
It wasn't like a
soot.
very special episode.
No,
Did
there
Friends ever have very special episodes? Like, I know they have tender moments, of course.
Yes.
That there's like sad things. You remember when, like Ross and Rachel broke up, and then he was like on his knees, and he's like hugging her belly, and he's like kissing her like hands and stuff, and he's like crying. Sounds pretty funny.
That's
as I
every
describe it.
that's every
I know
fifth
it's sad
episode.
at the time. when you start to say that out loud, that's just so ridiculous. He's on his hands and knees and he's kissing her belly and stuff. I don't know. It was tender at the time. It was the 90s. But did they ever have like a very special episode?
No, it's just emotion. It's just drama. The drama is what
Yeah.
runs through the things. They never stepped out and were just like,
No. Like,
I
Joey
think-
has a drug problem.
Yes, exactly. There was no episode where, yes,
Phoebe has an AIDS scare or something like that.
there was none of
Yeah.
that. Although they had the stuff, Phoebe's mom has committed suicide, and
Yeah, like there's some moments.
there's a bleakness running underneath the show.
Oh man, see now this is another Ross sensitive moment. But you remember when Ross and Monica's grandmother die, and then she loves Sweet and Lows, and then he's in the closet, and the Sweet and Lows are all falling
Of
on
course, I
him.
remember that one.
I mean, that was kind of a sad moment.
Yes,
A lot of the sadness has to do with Ross.
Is that the one where they end looking at the picture of the grandparents and it ends on like a tender thing where they're like, they were just
well,
like
yes, it
us?
is.
Yeah.
That is
Oh yeah,
the
yeah.
one.
That was a tender
100%.
moment where they were
Yeah.
like, they were just
Oh
like
yeah,
us.
look, they was like, this looked like a pretty cool group, right, guys? Kind of weird. They remind me of somebody.
There's
I think
6
it's
of them.
it's the one where Nana dies twice. I think is what that one was
Oh,
called.
that's right. Because Nana dies then she's fine, and then she's dead again a few moments later.
Yes, they go into the room, and so she's like, "Whoa!"
And then they scream. Actually, there's some funny moments. This is a great show.
That's the one.
It's good.
Ross falls into an open grave in that one when they're walking through a cemetery. He literally falls into a dug grave.
Do you have a favorite Friends side character? I mean, you just mentioned Mr. Heckles, but I don't know if that's your favorite. But is there like a best, not of the main cast, reoccurring?
Well, we're not there yet in what I'm watching now, but I always like I think Mike is the seventh friend.
Wait, who's Mike?
Paul Rudd.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yes.
And he was dating Phoebe?
Yes, he marries Phoebe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Heckles was good. Who was the Gunther?
Gunther, yes.
Gunther's a big one.
Aisha Taylor dated both Joey and Ross.
Who's Tom Selleck?
Richard.
I mean, he's not big with the jokes. I mean, it's not like a hilarious character. It's a lot of age and mustache related humor, but
it's weird. Here's the weird thing about that character is that he's friends with Monica's parents. Like, he's literally a family friend.
It's actually pretty gross.
And then she knew him when she was as a kid.
Yeah.
And then suddenly she's like in her mid 20s, and it's just like a spark between. It's like, shouldn't he just be like, nope, this is weird.
Yeah. And like, for some reason, he doesn't find it. He finds it like less weird than Monica and the rest of the friends. So he'll just be like, remember that day you won the spelling bee or something. It's just like, it's not good. Like, that's not.
He babysat his kid too.
Yeah.
And then he meets the kid. She meets the kid as an adult.
There's a thing with yes. And Rachel's just like, says like, oh, he was Mr. Whatever was always like a hunky dude. Like, she liked him when she was like a teenager. It's really gross.
We all wanted to fuck that dude when we were kids, remember?
It's so disgusting. And it runs right beneath the surface. It's a really sick show because it was like the fun. It was like the inclusive version of Seinfeld. Because the two were on more or less at the same time. And this is like the one where Seinfeld was just like, well, we're just funny and we don't have any heart. But the Friends is like, we have heart and these characters are going to change. But it's just like, no, these people are demented. To watch for literally 10 years, Ross and Rachel hem and haw about getting together.
Yeah, it's too much.
Can you
too
imagine
much back and
in
forth.
your life if there was someone and they were just like, I don't know, I'm back, I want her to love me on my own terms.
So
and
you're
it's
saying a veto, let's say, of it.
but like, imagine 8 years in, Vito is still just like, I don't know. People's like Vito, she's single again. Make a move. And then Vito's just like, I don't know, but I want her to love me for who I am, and like just making these dumb rules up.
You know what? And I feel like maybe it's like the 2018 kind of looking at it through a different lens. Not like there's some less than woke moments when you go back and watch any show. But I started to, when I was rewatching that first season, and so Ross really likes Rachel, but it's like, it's literally creepy. Like, I feel terrible. Like, Rachel thinks she has a friend in Ross. Like, she confides in him, and like, he doesn't really care about any of that stuff, including her own happiness.
But Ross always liked her. Like, there's the one when they do the prom video, and Rachel's boyfriend, her date flakes, and then Ross goes and puts his tux on that he was going to like step in.
A fat Monica, by the way, in that episode.
Yes. That was the debut of the padding. That's that episode. It was so he was just like, he was going to go, he was like a college guy who was going to go to the high school prom.
Yeah.
And but then like her date showed up. So he was always this weird, obsessed.
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah, very creepy. But that's what I'm saying. It's like he's like that guy who's being like, you know how like creepy the friend zone concept is, that you're just faking like you're friends with someone. I mean, maybe you
Yeah.
don't like. I don't know, Vito. If you do, I feel like you and I disagreed on that thing. That it's like, I think it's kind of shady if you're not being honest. Like, hey, by the way, I'm not your friend. I totally just really like you.
What if you're just straightforward of like, I'm your friend right now, but if things ever change, let's do this.
Well, that would be.
Yeah,
if
that would be.
anyone should run from that because
Yeah,
that's
I
a
mean, that's-
threat. That's a low level threat.
Great.
I'm your friend, but
Yeah, it's like I will change the rules if your current relationship
Yeah.
stops working. Just know I'm next. That's unacceptable. You can't say that. It's not a deli where you just take the next number.
everything's on the table. You're being honest. Hey, it is a friend zone situation. I mean, I'll be in the zone, but you can open up the zone whenever you want.
Did she ever have a good boyfriend though? Like, she never got in a good relationship situation. Yeah.
Rachel,
Did she have a good boyfriend?
let's think. She had Paulo. He's a bum.
Yeah. That's the Italian guy.
She liked what's his face, the guy when
Donovan?
Tate Donovan. She liked Tate Donovan. That never got going though.
I don't remember.
Really?
Joey?
When she
No,
worked
Joey was a
when
bad
she
idea.
worked at she helped him like with his clothes because he was divorced.
Right. But was he good for her? Like, was it?
They
or
were just never on the same page.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I just feel like she really had a rough go of it. She didn't have like even a
Well, then she
even
had
a Tom
baby.
Selleck
Yeah.
moment.
Ross had a bunch of girls. Ross had wives in between the two.
Yeah, and like some steady relationships.
Ross had an Asian girlfriend in the beginning, right?
This is
All
Lauren
right,
Tom.
it doesn't really matter.
No,
her
but
race,
I didn't
but-
even remember that happening until I watched it earlier. I didn't remember that girlfriend.
Yeah, remember she gets off the plane and then Rachel knows.
You got to stop doing that, Vito. The other day you were just like, yeah, this thing with a black guy did it. It's like
I know that is true, Vito.
it's a
just
guy.
description.
It's a guy.
It's just a human
description.
man. And if someone asks you what the race of that man is, then maybe we can have a conversation of why you brought it up. You don't have to just yell out races willy nilly.
I would have called Emily the British woman.
How come you say to me sometimes, hey, I just spoke to Black Jen? And I'm like, she's the only Jen who works on this show.
I'm not
I wanna
even
be
that black.
specific. Ask Black Jen.
I think, yeah, you said blackish Jen.
quarter.
It's-
She just loves Blackish on ABC. That's why I call her Blackish Jen.
I agree. It's a problem with him.
Mm-hmm. But we can get
Unless,
better
like,
at this.
Yeah,
right.
we could work at it.
Yes. Let's bring HR in.
No, don't do that.
I think
Get
it would be
HR in
best.
here.
But Ross's early girlfriend.
Yes.
What do you mean? Ross's early. Oh, yeah. I thought you were talking about his lesbian wife.
Oh, now who's not woke?
She literally is a lesbian.
Well, no,
People are lesbians.
it's a plot line, so that's fair. That
Yeah, it wasn't a plot line that she was Asian. It wasn't like they were like, and she's Asian. That wasn't, that's not fair to act like it's the same.
he wasn't just like, I don't know if I can date her. She's Asian.
Well-
Like that wasn't the story.
Who was that other than Rachel? Who was Ross's best other girlfriend? There's British girlfriend,
Emily.
Asian girlfriend, lesbian ex-wife.
Copy girl. Copy shop girl that he was cheated with on the break.
Who's the best one?
For Ross?
Yeah.
No, Ross can't get out of his own way.
Aisha Taylor.
Yes. Ross sucks.
It's really his
Anybody
problem.
would say I'm half a Ross, I have to just reevaluate.
Look,
my
I'm sitting
friendship
here and I have to
status with-
deal. I'm sitting here dealing with the fact that I'm half a Monica.
I didn't say that.
You agreed with it though.
No.
You felt very
I
strongly
didn't
about
say
it.
that. You're a Phoebe. You're Phoebe and
Joey?
You're Phoebe and maybe a tiny bit a like you're like 80-20 Phoebe Rachel.
80-20 Phoebe Rachel. Wow. See, that's a lot better to deal with.
That's nice.
I've been carrying this Monica weight.
Oh.
It's fat Monica
There's
weight.
trace elements of Monica in all of us.
Everyone's dark side is a Monica.
Exactly. Everybody's got a thing where they just get pushy and
Yeah.
mad at everyone around them and be like, do this, do that. No, do it this way, not that way.
It is weird though how many side characters were on Friends, because like that's a pretty big cast to begin with.
Mhm.
It shared a lot of airtime, I feel, with like an ensemble. Like at least with Seinfeld, you've got like, okay, this is the smaller group, and then you would have reoccurring characters. But that's like a lot of reoccurring characters for
Yeah.
a big ensemble cast.
Yes.
I feel.
Well, just think about this. Friends had 2 lookalikes on the show. Phoebe's twin sister,
True.
Ursula, who debuted on Mad About You, by the way. That's
I know. That's really weird.
So Friends is technically a Mad About You spinoff when you think about it. Then there was an episode where Rachel broke up with Ross and then started dating a guy named Russ.
Oh, yeah.
Who was played by David
that's
Schwimmer.
Right. Did he have a mustache or facial
I think
hair
he
or
had a
something?
mustache.
so.
Yeah, I think he
Everybody
did.
liked him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Give me a good old picture of Russ. They're gonna try to
I like it's like
auto.
I like when you look at it, it's
he
like
doesn't have. What is
He has
different?
a chin implant. Like
he
a
look
chin
yeah, it looks like
prosthetic.
Oh,
it looks
God.
like Teddy Perkins from Atlanta.
Which is the best side character from Atlanta?
Atlanta had the 2 best side characters ever back to back. Bibby the barber,
Yeah.
is the single funniest thing ever, and then Teddy Perkins,
Yeah.
which was like a horror movie.
Yeah. Did you like the Teddy Perkins episode?
Oh, I loved it. It's maybe
Yeah.
the best television show I've ever seen.
It is crazy good. And every week it does something so unique. And even the Teddy Perkins episode, I was like, well, this is a weird thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, but I love that he's doing this
Yeah.
for no reason.
Yeah.
It's just like he wants to do this.
Just imagine that FX was just like, hey, we just bought this hip hop show. And then like a dozen episodes later, it's like, this is like a haunted house with a
Yeah.
guy rolling around in a wheelchair wrapped in bandages. And
So weird. And Bibby, I loved. I hope Bibby comes back at some point.
yeah, Bibby was fantastic. The barber, when he said, you like Zaxby's, right?
Who would you say is the greatest side character of all time? Like any TV show, greatest reoccurring side character.
Reoccurring character,
Yeah.
not one off.
No, not one off.
Because for
but
me,
I-
one off would be Brody from Seinfeld, the guy who forced Jerry to film movies.
oh yeah.
The guy who flashed, he literally flashes a gun at him to make him pirate movies. Maybe the only gun on an episode of Seinfeld was this movie pirate or flashing it. So that's one off. But the greatest recurring character.
Yeah.
I think I have one.
What?
Cody from Step by Step. Cody was fucking awesome. And I remember he did this thing where he'd go like that.
Oh, that is cool. I gotta
was-
say.
Well,
this
First
is
of all, it
radio.
works on radio.
Yeah, it really makes a lot of
Great.
sense.
Oh, he did this thing?
Cody
Yeah,
would
oh,
go
cool.
with his arm like a wave, and he would go, hey. And I loved Cody as a kid. I got into
Wait,
Step by Step.
hold on. His catchphrase was A.
No,
Like I
that's-
think we've already got that. That's
Yeah, I
Fonzie.
think someone beat Cody to the punch
He's like,
on that one.
instead of thumbs up,
Yeah.
he's just doing an arm wave.
Like a weird. Yeah, for everybody who's not in this room, not the 4 people here, he's doing a cool ocean arm way, as if
Yes.
like his arm is waved.
And this is your favorite reoccurring character of all time.
I loved Cody. And then I would Google him when I started watching Step by Step on reruns. I'd Google Cody, see what he was up to. And then I found out he got into some domestic stuff, and I was really sad for the actor.
Why did he like?
He beat up his wife.
Oh God, that's not cool.
But I still
Cody.
like Cody.
Come on,
days.
Cody. Tighten it up.
Cody
Well,
days
that's-
were great.
Get your act together, Cody.
Can't just wave at people.
Yeah.
He waved her right in the face, is what he did.
Cody, this guy. So I think you should have inserted yourself into the situation, contacted him and said, I'm a huge fan. I know you're having problems at home. If you need me to help in any way, I'll move in and be like a mediator in the home. What's Cody's real name? Do you even know?
Sasha Mitchell.
Sasha Mitchell.
Let me see, because I get which one is Step by Step again? Like all of those like 90s shows all had like the same
I like it's 11 reasons why I'll never watch
step
by Step again.
day by day. That's the only thing
This
I can
guy?
remember.
Oh, I hated this guy.
Come on, Tom.
Oh, I remember this dude. He wasn't cool at all.
No, this guy
See,
seems he seems like a disgraced Olympic swimmer.
show me a good clip of Cody, like in a cool moment doing a wave or something.
He seems like a bully. Like in these screen caps, he seems like a
No, yeah, he looks kind of like a jerk. And I'm honestly
Ryan
not shocked
Lochte.
about what happened with him and his
Right.
wife.
No.
Ryan
I'm shocked
Lochte.
you got married.
Dude, I forgot that this show existed. This is really weird.
This is depressing.
I can't wait to ride. Go out, sir.
Cody.
This is so bad, Vito.
No, when you're a kid,
No.
this is a kid. This is when you're supposed to realize that things are stupid when
Yeah,
you're a
this
kid.
is the moment that you go, you know what? You know who's fucking uncool? Cody.
Yeah,
Cody
you go,
sucks.
Still Team Cody.
Not for me.
All right, let's go to Vinny in Westchester, the best Chester. Vinny.
Hey, great show, Gail.
Thanks.
And congratulations.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're all very
My
happy.
favorite- I know you're going to make a great mother, man, because I could tell the way your father raised you, and you were going to be an amazing mother.
That's so sweet. I'm going to raise a little co-host.
But my all-time favorite character on any show is on Friends was when Eddie moved in with Chandler. That just kills me. There's like 3 episodes.
Yes. Yes, the classic arc. Adam.
Oh yeah, I
Goldberg.
totally
Adam
forgot
Goldberg,
about
yes.
this.
Yeah, he's amazing in that thing. It was psycho insane.
Yes.
The way he was.
This is a good call, Vinny. All right.
When Chandler wakes
Wait,
up
I got one
and he's
more.
staring at him.
Seinfeld.
Okay, hold
I got
on.
one-
He's got one more.
I got
Hold on.
one for Seinfeld.
All right, go ahead.
Bookman. He comes in and he does those crazy speeches on Seinfeld.
Philip Baker Hall.
Yeah, absolutely. Very
Right, thanks.
solid. Thank you, Vinny.
Those are the 2 best ones. 'Cause
Yeah.
Eddie,
Eddie was a good call. I forgot
Yeah.
Eddie existed.
he's staring at. Chandler wakes up.
You know, and I'm falling, and I keep falling, and I don't think I'm ever gonna stop. That wasn't such a funny story, was it?
God, he's so much better than Cody when you
Damn
think
it.
about it.
Yeah, Cody.
So much cooler than Cody. Why did I pick fucking Cody?
All right, Mateo
It's gonna
Mateo
haunt
in
you.
New
That would
York.
haunt me for the rest of my life, by the way. I would think I would be on my deathbed and it'd be just like, oh, that time I said Cody on that thing. What was I thinking? And then you'll be on your deathbed, Gail's child next to you,
Close.
right?
That's
Feeding you ice chips.
just like shoot awake in the night. Cody. I said Cody.
Yeah.
Hold on, Mateo from New York has something to say about Cody.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe if my memory serves correct, Cody was a total douche, as you were saying. He was arrested for like physical violence, domestic violence against
See?
his wife, like multiple times.
Yeah. So
Didn't realize.
Vito actually knew this and still brought him up as the best character ever.
Yeah.
He thought that this added to Cody's coolness. No, I'm glad. I'm glad that you drove it home, Mateo.
I'm sorry. Thanks.
No.
guys. Congratulations, Gail, as well.
Thank you so much, Mateo.
Thank you. He pushed everyone out of the way to say Cody. So that in case anybody missed, Cody,
I didn't
it's
want
my
to even
favorite.
take it.
Cody from Step by Step, like it was on the. You did not have to
It's not
dig
gonna
for
be-
that.
I know. This is so ridiculous.
It's Cody by Step by Step.
All right, let's go to Dan in Jersey. Dan.
Hey, yeah, the biggest one I would say is Dr. Crane from Cheers, who started out as a recurring guest character.
I didn't realize. I thought he was like in the.
spinoff.
I thought he was like almost in the ensemble, but he was more like a reoccurring character.
I didn't like Cheers. Was not my kind of show.
You didn't like Cheers?
It's okay. Cheers is perfectly fine. Not my kind of show. It's a little too much like a play. Gotta watch this thing at a bar.
Yeah, that's what I like about it.
Love Cheers.
Now
I like sets. I like you move from here, you go there. You see different places.
Now this just reminds me that Tom Sharpling had $1 million idea with his podcast. Vito did the same thing you did, but with friends. But he didn't record anything and didn't share anything with the world. He literally went through every Cheers
Just
episode.
Cheers. Just watch all the Cheers just for fun. And I loved it.
Look, it's a good show. It just isn't the kind of thing I find I would not turn to it for. It feels like homework a little bit.
When Babe Newworth comes in later on, it just becomes the best. She's
Are you calling
BB
BB Newworth Babe?
I've never known how to say it. And I switch it up every time. But
Well,
she was my
well, there's no
favorite.
A in BB. Might be a clue how to say it.
You can say I was saying babe, like Bebe. Babe.
Like Bebe. Like Bebe's Kids.
I love Bebe's Kids.
I do too. I wish they were on Cheers. I might have liked it better.
Damn it.
Right? If Bebe's Kids were running around the bar, because they were out of control.
Good old
Bebe's Kids. That's my fear. Is I'm finally going to get some legitimate success in my life and then croak the way Robin Harris. He finally gets like Bebe's Kids is happening. He's like, hey, hear who died? That guy who got popular last week is dead.
Oh, God. First of all, he says this, but this guy's had a tremendous career. Tremendous career, and he acts like he's nothing.
Still scrapping. Rocky style.
That's because that's your nature, Tom.
Yeah.
You're a scrapper.
I'm there. I'm outside the museum staring at the Rocky statue. Throw my motorcycle helmet at it.
All right. Eric in South Carolina has a pick. Eric, you're on Bennington with Tom Sharpling.
Hey, guys, I would have to say when David Duchovny was on the Larry Sanders Show, he was so kind of disturbing and creepy, and Larry never knew if he was hitting on him or what the deal was, and I thought that was really great.
Now, you were a Larry Sanders fan, weren't you, Tom?
Sure.
Yeah.
I like that show a lot. Yeah. Not so much. Never mind. I can't.
No, you can say it.
No.
You had a little.
Gary Shandling was mean to me on Twitter once.
You had a run.
I was not happy about it.
Now, I don't want to say anything, but Tom, you have a couple celebrity run-ins in your life for some reason.
Do I? I tweeted at Gary Shandling a question that I asked Larry Sanders writers this question, and they were like, "That's a great question." I'd watched all the episodes. And then I tweeted to Gary Shandling. I said, hey. I didn't say, hey, that would be rude. I asked him if he thought that Artie, his producer, thought that Larry was funny or not, because you never saw Artie, Rip Torn, laugh at what Larry did. He would cheer him on. He was his number one soldier and would fight for him, but he never actually laughed at anything that Larry said. And then Gary Shandling was just like, me, as if I was saying he wasn't funny.
So you think the confusion there was that he couldn't differentiate
himself,
Gary Shandling from Larry Sanders.
From himself.
But, his humor was part of Larry Sanders, so maybe he felt like it was an insult to him.
Well, he should read the thing, just like Vito should see there's no A in
Babe North.
Babe. Hey, Babe. On Broadway, Babe North. That's a Stanley. You expect that from Chris Stanley. Vito, come on.
I feel like
Babe North is like Tom Sharpling does the best show.
Tom is legitimately obsessed with Chris Stanley. I think that you just can't believe that he exists on this earth.
No, he seems like he's my idea of a unicorn. That there's only one of them running around. It's kind of magical.
And I think he does. I think he's perplexed by it because I think he doesn't understand that you're just fascinated by him.
Yeah.
I think that Chris might think you hate him or something. And I'm like, no, he's fascinated by you.
Truly fast. I was fascinated by him too, where you were just like, hey, can you stop talking about Chris to me? Can you talk to me? About me or anything other than this other guy I work with?
Tom Sharpling's in studio, and The Best Show can be heard every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. on thebestshow.net. And Meet My Friends, The Friends is available, patreon.com/thebestshow.
Thank you.
By the way, Tom, I feel like your Gary Shandling moment should have been included in the documentary.
It should have. They could have done a 45-minute thing on that.
It could have been.
I think that movie's still playing. It's as long as his life was.
All right, let's go to Sean.
I mix it up. I'm not pulling. There's no sacred cows in my world.
No, that's the thing. I told you Tom's got a bone to pick.
Dangerous.
Yeah.
Look out.
All right, Sean in North Carolina, you're on Bennington with Tom Sharpling.
First of all, congratulations, Gail.
Thank you.
And
Tom's taking all my congratulations.
We did it. Oh, no, I'm okay. Please eat grapes instead of saying thank you when someone congratulates me. Sorry.
Go ahead, Sean.
If we say that Friends is a spinoff from Mad About You, Hank Azaria was a dog walker in Mad About You, and he was also Phoebe's boyfriend on Friends. Worlds just collided.
Oh, worlds collide like crazy on this thing. Chris Isaac is on an episode as a guy booking musicians for children's performances at the library.
Right.
2 episodes later, what do you see on the sticker and at the record store on the set? A Chris Isaac sticker.
Weird.
So that means that there's a guy that looks like Chris Isaac. People say that library guy, you look a lot like Chris Isaac.
All right. Let's go to Red. Red, who's calling from Canada. Red, you are on Bennington.
Howdy, y'all.
Hey.
First of all, I'm going to say that Gail is definitely the best sidekick to the show.
Oh, my gosh. That is so sweet.
Thank you.
And
on your show as well.
On mine. You don't come on enough.
I know I'm going to get bashed, but Kramer started out as kind of a side character to it, and I mean, who didn't fall in love with him, right?
Well, do you think that Kramer in the early seasons was more of a side character, John?
I don't know. The early episodes are the worst when it's just like there's like a waitress at a restaurant that they hang out at who they had as like a character. It's like they don't know what the thing is yet.
That's another, just like Friends, but maybe even more so. Seinfeld, you can really see, has not really been molded into Seinfeld yet. It's really weird to watch early episodes of it.
Yeah, I think Kramer was a part of the team that maybe they were not utilizing yet.
Right.
Is maybe how I would.
But then Kramer rose to stardom.
Well, then he carved his own path. And was doing things only he could do.
All right, Bill in Chicago. Bill.
Hi-yo.
Hey.
Hey, congratulations, Gail.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and I'm going really old school. The old Andy Griffith Show had 2 great side characters.
Oh, I know.
Oh my God, who's Andy Griffith?
Yeah.
It's like Brooklyn Nine-Nine, but in the South.
All right, so who is it from the Andy Griffith Show?
Well, there were 2, actually. Otis Campbell was the town drunk, and a guy named Ernest T. Bass was a hillbilly from this family of hillbillies in some holler. There were the entire family was a great side character that was recurring, and actually Nesmith from the Monkees was one of the guys in that family. So
all right, Ernest from Andy Griffith. I'm like not that familiar with all the Andy Griffith side characters. I mean, I've seen the show, but like a little bit.
Sure,
like a little bit. It's not of my time.
No, what's his face and the other one, and that's enough.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I know.
Meathead is the little kid or whatever on it. Not Meathead.
But
Opie.
Yeah,
is the little kid.
Yeah. And then I used to watch a lot of like old shows, any of those like rerun shows when I was a kid. I always liked them, but the one I couldn't watch was Lassie. I couldn't watch Lassie because the intro of the song would just set me off into tears.
It's profoundly sad.
The song, like, what is it? Like the whistle? It's like, he's just like,
don't play it. Don't you play it.
Lassie.
Don't you play it. Don't do this to her. She's with child, you idiot. You're going to make the kids sad.
Lassie, you got the heart of a champion.
Hugh Lockhart, Hugh Riley.
You know what show still did this?
John Provost as Timmy.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, Lassie.
And Teddy Perkins.
And Teddy Perkins as Lassie.
I wish that they still did that on shows. Oh, that whistle. I don't even know why that set me off, but it was just like something about the sound.
Yeah.
It just sounds like Lassie's going to die at some point.
Because it's like it's calling from beyond.
Yeah, it's just, there's something just too melancholy. Anything with a dog in it. If there's a dog in a movie, I know I'm in for a bad time. I can't have any sad. I can't even believe I watched that Marley and Me.
Oh, I can't watch that.
I saw it. I saw Marley and Me. Is that what it's called? Marley
Yeah,
and Me?
it's Marley and Me.
Yeah.
Okay. It sounded weird as I said it.
No,
I
you're
was like,
right.
maybe it's just Marley. Like, did I add the end me? But then there was like this other movie that came out a few years ago that was like the dog.
A Dog's Purpose.
Yeah, that would never,
No
not in a million years.
fucking way would I watch that movie. I heard the premise of the movie
Mm-hmm.
and realized immediately what we're talking about is multiple dog deaths.
Hey, don't worry. This dog croaked, but another one's going to show. He's going to show up in a different dog. I don't want to see that.
And then that dog dies too. Like it's like it takes a couple generations to get him back to his favorite boy.
Yeah.
I don't want to
sucks.
see that movie.
No.
I don't want to know what happens because I already know we've got a good like 4 to 6 dead dogs in it. Minimum.
The only way I'd want to see Marley and Me is if the dog is the only one standing at the end. Like if he like turns on like the stove with his nose, like then like kind of bars the door and then like blows the house up, and then like that's the end of the movie. Like he walks down the sidewalk and just goes to a new family. Like, it's like a dog who just kills families. Come here, boy. You have a home? Like the dog blows the house up, ditches his collar with his ID on it, then rolls in some dirt so he looks kind of scruffy and homeless. And then a new family's just
There
like,
you go. Yeah.
boy, Daddy, this dog doesn't have a house. Well, you can come here. And then the dog's just like, yeah. I'm going to kill all of you too.
What? All right, Chris from Baltimore. Chris from Baltimore.
Hi, Chris.
Don't think it's Chris Stanley. You're on Bennington with my friend Tom Sharpling of The Best Show.
So, Gail, let me congratulate the whole show for your baby.
Thank you. Everyone say thank you.
You can't step on each other with that. It's bad radio. We'll take turns.
And I don't know if they began as recurring characters or if they were like part of this show from the beginning, but Lenny and Squiggy.
Hello.
Laverne and Shirley.
Yeah, Letty and Squiggy were great.
Yeah. Now here's
And do cartoons count?
Do cartoons count? If you want them to. Yeah, go ahead. Throw it in there.
Well, I was just going to say Sideshow Bob on The Simpsons.
Okay.
It's fair.
Thought he was going to say the Great Gazoo.
Vito will allow it.
I'm fine with it. That's a Cheers person, you know? Kelsey Grammer.
Oh, it's true.
Now imagine
You're a
this.
Cheers fan.
Imagine this with Lenny and Squiggy.
Yeah.
Show takes place in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
These two slob ladies work at the brewery. They're like working class slobs. I don't even mean it better. I'm a slob. I'm not saying it. I'm not. I get them. I am them. Then they moved to California, right?
Yeah.
Laverne and Shirley moved to California. Who moves across the hall in California? Lenny and Squiggy. That's like straight up stalking.
It's pretty weird. It's a little bit creepy.
Yeah, we moved to Los Angeles too. We're in your building also. Hello. What? 2,000 miles away. You guys are in our building? That's as close to when Vito was saying the thing about okay, yeah, you're seeing someone now, but just know I'm next.
I'm next in line. Was there ever any sexual tension that happened there? I mean, I feel like they were flirtatious, but I don't really know. Was there any hookups
with
between
Lenny
them
and Squiggy?
No, with them and Laverne and Shirley.
With Lenny, look, I wasn't saying between Lenny and Squiggy. I was saying
Like
Lenny
it.
and or Squiggy paired with
unusual.
Laverne and or Shirley.
Yeah.
I think Laverne and Lenny might have had a thing.
I kind of remember that there was like finally a romantic connection of some sort.
Yeah.
But I don't really remember it.
But then-
Again, like I just caught episodes here and there.
Because Shirley had the big ragu.
Yeah, that's true. The big ragu. But yeah, I think it was Lenny. I feel like he found a way. He was maybe a little more charming.
Yeah. Then Squiggy.
Yeah. Squiggy was a little rougher around the edges. You know, he's like lovable, but like he makes it difficult.
Yeah. Squiggy had like a little bit of like a Ratzo Rizzo kind of
That's true.
edge. Of
Yeah.
Just like, seems like the loose cannon.
And then you remember in the last episode, he peed himself on the bus and then he died and it
They
was
died.
really sad.
Squiggy and Lenny. Sat next to him on the bus.
But he did
to California. As they're going to live with Laverne and Shirley. Squiggy died.
All right, let's do one more kill. Let's go to Casey. Casey in Wyoming.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up, Casey?
Nothing much. Gail, very happy for you. You're going to be a great mom.
Thanks so much.
It's your turn.
Yeah. Patton Oswalt was in Justified as Constable Bob. He was one of the just most earnest, goofiest, weirdest characters because he wanted to be a tough guy so bad, but he was like obviously so flawed. And one of the best scenes I've ever seen in a show was Patton Oswalt firing off a fully auto AK-47 in that show. It was one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Well,
Great character.
you bring up Patton Oswalt, and that's like another one of Tom Sharpling's cool friends. He knows everybody.
Oh, who don't? Just let's list who I don't know. It's quicker.
Lenny and Squiggy, for one.
Well, actually, I'm David O'Lander and myself are... No,
all right.
no.
Thanks, Casey. So before we go to break, there was something that I wanted to tell you.
Yes.
That I wanted to tell you about because Vito started to pitch me this idea. And by the way, when we were out, when I met you in the lobby there, the guy from Shark Tank,
Damon John,
John was out there doing a little event.
Fuck.
And this would have been perfect for you because Vito has a very, I was going to give an adjective, but why don't you tell Tom the idea that you pitched to me? I feel like he pitched to me. I was like, please hold this for Tom because I feel like Tom will be interested in this idea. And then,
and you're laughing.
Then we,
you can't wait.
And I feel like this is the setup because if this works out for you, let's take this down the hall.
All right, Tom, imagine you're at the movies and you have to pee.
Hold on. First of all, I'm going to say, I like where this is going.
You're at the movie theater. You have to go to the bathroom. Wouldn't it be nice if there was a way for the movie to pause?
Oh, see, this is not this is not how I would handle
now,
this.
here's what my idea is. Every seat has a little screen
This
on
is
it.
disgusting already.
This is what I thought too.
Every seat has a little screen. And it says yes and no. Okay? You press a button
Sure.
at a point in the movie, and it's basically, I have to pee.
Okay.
And if 95% of the audience members agree they have to pee, then they pause the movie for 2 minutes so everybody could go take a piss break. You only get one of those per movie. You only get one of those per movie, and it can only be asked 5 times during the movie.
So it's got a game show element to it.
5 times during the course of the movie, there's going to be an alert that pops up that says someone sitting near you needs to take a piss.
Do you need to pee as well? But it's not going to pop up. It's going to be on the handrest. So when you're sitting there, what's going to happen is while you're sitting there, just comfortable, you're just going to hear a little slight vibration, bzz, and then you're going to look down and you're going to go, I can hold it. No.
So then here's the sick part about this.
How should we start dismantling this? Is what there's so many angles.
Yes,
to,
there are so many
ruin this idea.
So many ways to approach this.
I
Vito.
love the spirit of it. I love the spirit of it.
Would you invest?
No.
This is because what you're asking is what? An entire movie theater, a whole chain of movie theaters has to change their seating process. Like, how much is this going to cost a movie theater?
It's just an add-on. I think you just clip on a little
that's
thing.
all it is.
Just a little add-on.
So every seat now has a screen in front of it.
Yeah. With 3 buttons. Yes,
With 3
no,
buttons.
And just a blank button.
So there's no such thing as enjoying a movie anymore because now there's a glowing glowing piss screen all times. Everyone you tell me first of all, you're allowing this 5 times so the movie could stop 5 times?
No. You only get to piss once, but you have 5 chances for the audience to agree. It's kind of like Millionaire Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
So I'm watching the movie and suddenly the screen, I'm enjoying the movie. Suddenly, what? Oh, what? The screen's lit up again. Someone has to take a leak. First of all, also think about the animals at a movie theater.
Yeah.
You don't think some kid's just going to go press the thing every 5 minutes?
But then it's over after 5 times.
Well, there's
but everybody gets 5 times.
So,
no.
So every movie has the screen lights up 5 times during it.
Here's the troll thing. I'm gonna beat it with what the trolls are gonna do. They're like, I don't want to fucking have this thing beeping buzzing while I want to enjoy my movie, they're going to burn those 5 times within the first 5 minutes of the movie, and it's over.
No.
Everyone is going to do this. They're going to be like, you, and we're going to want to, the group will want us to go back to the way it used to be. Yeah. When people piss you, that's on you.
Every seat, you only get one chance to submit it. And the whole theater only gets 5 chances in general. And it's a great system.
But that's what I'm saying. Let's say you have a couple of friends with you. You're sitting with a couple of friends. You're at the movies. You're like, hey, let's get rid of this piss button as quick as possible because I don't want this buzzing during a nice movie.
Yeah.
But it's not a loud buzz. And you guys think you think the screen's in front of you? The screen's in a nice, elegant.
So you're watching Girl on a Train.
Yes.
And now suddenly, wait, who is that now? Oh, I looked at the screen. I'm not sure. Is that... Did he just, like, you misplot things because then this dumb screen against your own will is flashing in your face.
It's not flashing in your face. It's on on the armrest. It's just buzzing. And
here's the other thing.
Okay. Casual buzz.
Even if it's just about not being distracting, I don't want to look over and be reminded of urine every few minutes during a movie. I don't want to think about my neighbor's pee. They get up and they walk out. Hey, maybe they're peeing. Maybe they're getting more popcorn. Maybe they're taking a call. I don't think about what they're doing. I just let them do what they're going to do.
And now let's just say all of it works. All of your idea works. Here's where it falls. I'm going to give you half of it as being successful. Thing lights up. Suddenly everybody's like, yeah, I could go for a bathroom break also. Movie stops.
Yeah.
How long do we have?
You have 2.5 minutes.
2.5 minutes. That's impossible.
Yeah, that's insane. You're going to have a whole movie theater dump out into in 2.5 minutes.
That's 40 minutes it's going to take to get everybody back in their seats.
Yes.
And just like up and I wanted to get some more candy during the bathroom break for people.
Anything about candy.
You can do whatever you want with that 2 minutes. You can't. Somebody could buzz because they have an emergency phone call and they can hit the buzzer. People think they have to pee, but they really want to take a call.
Yeah. And if people be like walking back, it's too much of a hassle. If you got to go, this is what I would suggest because I've thought about this before too.
The buttons?
No, not the buttons. The idea of like, how could you resolve a bathroom thing? This is how I would fix it. For the big screen theaters, you just build a little side toilet off where the exit is.
No,
you can only go number 1 in it. You can only go number 1.
Good.
No.
You can only go number 1 in it. It's for emergencies only, and it's embarrassing to have to go use it because everybody watches you walk into that thing. Like you have to walk down to the front of the theater, cross the screen, and go into this little side toilet, and you'll be back out in a minute. That way, you're not running 5 minutes out of the theater to miss the thing. Look, I think my idea is disgusting also.
No, Tom,
I think your
it's
idea
great.
is gross, more gross. At least mine's an elegant button.
Stop saying elegant.
Yeah,
Please stop calling the fucking button elegant. It's driving me nuts.
There's nothing elegant about any of this.
But you want people to be opening up a door in the middle of a theater, and it's going to reek of piss.
No, it's not. It's going to be. First of all, no one's going to use the thing because it's mortifying to walk down in front of a packed theater and be like, I gotta go to the bathroom.
You've created a monster situation where the only people who are going to use it are the Chris Stanleys of the world who are going to treat that thing like a dump.
Well, first of all, Chris Stanley.
He's attacked even when he's not
what's
here.
What's the last movie he saw in the theater that he bought a ticket for?
You know, he's got a good point. I actually don't think that Chris goes to the movie theater very
He
much.
goes to Wikipedia and just reads the plot lines.
Yeah.
That's what he does.
So he thinks he's so like, I saw Black Panther. I read it on the thing. Yeah, Black Panther fights someone.
Look, what we've come up with here, Vito, is that your idea was terrible.
Okay.
This little piss area that Tom's come up with, at least it has a solution, which it means Bennington is back, and we are going to play for you Comedy 101 from Austin, Texas, Moon Tower Comedy Festival 2017. It's one of our favorite Comedy 101s. We have great comedy mentors, Dan Soder, Louis J. Gomez, and Big J. Okerson.
Yes!
Woo! Woo! That was so much fun. That was at Antone's last year in Austin, Texas. which is a really, really great venue and really a fun show. And if you haven't heard it yet, you're going to want to listen for the final comedian, the final open mic comedian. It's a bit of a crowd pleaser. But if you are in Austin, Texas this year, either because you live in that area or you're not pregnant, you should go see Ron Bennington because he's doing fantastic shows all this weekend. Vito, tell them where he's going to be Friday and Saturday night.
Friday, April 20th at 4 p.m., he's going to be doing an Unmasked with David Cross at the Velveeta Room. We were there last year for our Unmasked events. It was an amazing
that's
room.
a really great room.
It was a cool room. Such a good time we had there. Go to the ibang.com for tickets. And also, when you're at the iBang, go to tickets for Saturday, April 21st at 5 p.m. Judah Friedlander, the world champ, is having his presidential press conference. It's going to be moderated by Ron Bennington. Audience members are going to be able to ask questions in a live Q&A, and they're going to get his take on how to make this country better.
Go check these shows out. They're going to be fantastic. And I believe also our mentors from this Comedy 101, they're doing a bonfire show on Friday night as well. That's going to be at Antone's. Check that out as well. I mean, I'm a little sad to be missing the Austin Comedy Moon Tower Festival. It's so fun. But let's have a listen from last year's Comedy 101. Big J. Okerson, Dan Soder, and Louis J. Gomez at Antone's.
Live from Antone's Nightclub as part of the Moon Tower Comedy Festival in Austin, Texas. And presented by the Interrobang.com. This is Comedy 101. And now, here are your hosts from The Bennington Show, Ron and Gail Bennington.
Not us, sir. You. All right, Austin, how we doing tonight? Thank you so much for coming out here tonight. I'm Ron Bennington. This is Gail Bennington.
Yo.
And I am Ron Bennington. Now, have any of you guys heard Comedy 101 before? Then you're going to be disappointed. No, this is going to be great. So we've brought down 3 just really nice mentors from New York City to open their hearts and experience to these young Austin comedians.
It's like a comedy boot camp.
It is a comedy boot camp, but in a homoerotic way, with a lot of ass to mouth. And this is a little different, some mouth to ass, which...
That's great.
is still kind of shocking when you think about it. But for you guys that don't know how this works, this is the Moon Tower Comedy Festival, and it's great to be here in Austin for that. And some of the biggest comedians in the world will come up and take the stage, but not during our show. This is going to be open micers. Now, we've never done this outside of New York City, but I can tell you, a lot of the people who've come in and done the open mic and did this in front of our mentors are still doing open mics. So go ahead and applaud if you want to. It's a wonderful thing.
A couple people are doing bringers, which is great.
Yeah.
This is a couple bringer shows.
A couple of bringer shows, which is great for the family because they get to see flop sweat of a loved one. But it's so great to be here. Are we ready to bring out our mentors tonight? You feel like we're in that mood? Yeah.
We can do that.
From New York City, ladies and gentlemen, you know him from the Skanks, a very popular pop. Yes, go ahead and give out that love. It's Louis J. Gomez. Yes, yes, Louis. They love him.
It's a nice pop.
Yes. Louis J., you got the pop you were looking for.
That's right. No, I said pot, Ron. Pot.
Oh, you want pot?
You thought I wanted a pop. No, I'm looking for marijuana. There's no marijuana in Austin.
I will just say this, and I'm going to use a code word. Half astronaut has given so much weed and mushrooms to Chris Stanley that he's afraid to get on the fucking plane with it.
Where's half astronaut when we need him?
There he is.
There we go. We're making connections.
Local Austin, please get him.
Local Austin. Way to really sound like a cop. Isn't it funny how Puerto Ricans know exactly how the police speak? Oh, and I want to tell people, a Puerto Rican, we should explain this. This is what we call a New York Mexican.
No, they call them Mexicans.
Mexicans are the Puerto Ricans, yeah. And Louis is building a wall around his own parole officer. So it's great. There we go.
I didn't realize you was going to come and shit on me, Ron. There's a whole bunch of fans here. There was a pop.
I thought you said it was a pot, you fucker.
No.
You switch it.
They gave me a pop when I wanted a pot, but, I feel very uncomfortable in front of these people now.
There's the skanks, and then, of course, there's also the bonfire.
Skank light.
Yeah. And there's also a little TV show I like to call Billions. I brought a fucking TV star to you people. Dan Soder! Dan! Soder!
Soder! Soder! Soder!
Oh, good to see you, Ron.
Nice.
Louis, you're still Louis.
Hey, Dan, fuck you.
You know, Louis, if you were a woman, you would be a roller derby girl. I mean that as a compliment.
Yeah, I mean, that's really hot.
All right, so go fuck yourself.
Oh! Suck my dick, Dan! Wait a minute, are we supposed to be fighting each other on Comedy 101?
You know this. No.
I thought this was like a king rat situation.
No. You guys are bonding together to help the next generation of comedians.
Oh.
You know what?
Dan.
Because, believe me, tonight, one of these young comics could go on to superstardom like our next mentor, who's got, a podcast with the Skanks. He's got a radio show with the Bonfire. Just did a comedy special. Has a show on CISO. And God damn it, he may be.
There's some CISO fans here.
Or an employee of CISO.
Yeah.
There was a Mexican named CISO.
Louis made a joke, everybody!
Yes. It was a setup. It was a punch.
It's a miracle, an Easter miracle. Let's stop fucking around because he is the web that holds together.
It's true.
New York comedy.
It's true.
Big J. Okerson!
Big J. 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 If I may. CISO, 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 Season 2! Cancelled.
Oh.
Yeah!
I don't know whether you guys can help any young comics at all now after that.
We could definitely lead him in a chant.
Yeah, that is true. That's true,
Probably
Jay.
get him a meeting with CISO now. The Mexican guy.
Yeah, you went to the well too many times on that.
Yeah, it's too much. Now, I consider these three guys, when we were coming to Austin, this is the only three guys I asked, because I consider them the boy band of comedy, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm the nice one that turns out to be gay.
Well,
we've been called NSTINK before.
I will say this.
He's the one that's let go from the band early.
Now, if you looked at this, if this was a boy band, Gail, and you had to pick one that you thought was hot.
Louis J. Gomez.
That makes me fucking furious.
All right, hold on.
Well, Jay, there can't be two bad boys.
Gail, that was a
I
little
thought
too
I was the
fast.
bad boy.
Here's the thing. I see Jay as the charismatic front man. You got, of course, Dan Soder, who's...
one?
Well, no, he's kind of the autistic...
Writing songs, getting
Yeah.
afraid of lights.
Yes. And Louis J. Gomez.
Smelling the stage.
Louis J. Gomez, and every band has this serial rapist, and that would be Louis J. Gomez.
Yes. I have to come in my turtleneck 20 years later
Yeah.
to testify against them?
Yeah.
Yeah, there were no
I was busy designing the stage.
He made me quite uncomfortable.
So knowing all that, if you had to pick the hottest one...
Louis J. Gomez.
Hold on.
Jesus.
If you had to pick the one that wouldn't make your dad throw up...
Then Big J.
Big J, then. Yes!
Yeah.
She's saying
I'll
Big
dump
J.
Christine right now. I'll tell you what. Gail's a very good-looking young lady, and you can tell because she's making that fucking B. Arthur Golden Girls gown work.
It's true. Yeah.
She's making it work. It's working for her.
It's a real, do you want a Werther's with a boner attached?
Gail, it's 98 degrees outside. Why are you wearing a blanket?
Well,
There's holes in it.
she just bought that today. And what kind of shop was that?
It was at Feathers, which came from a suggestion. Where is she? She's here.
The girl from Feathers is here?
No, she's a heroin addict.
There's another half astronaut here.
Somebody got a free ticket for a discount on a robe.
I like
like
to call her
this is
better
my
half.
alley blanket. You take it.
Was it the 6th Street Jedi store?
I'm just surprised. I was thinking, I was like,
It was a little inside.
Yeah, it was.
I was thinking it was Stevie Nicks, but I'll take B. All
right, yeah.
Oh
Stevie.
yeah, White Witch. You're right.
Yeah. All right.
And then we could end the show with Louis J. Gomez blowing cocaine up my ass. So then.
Oh!
Just so you know, Louis J. Gomez doesn't know who Stevie Nicks is, so
Yeah.
have fun with that in the rest of your life.
I know exactly who that guy is.
It was the
Stephen Nicks, born in Peoria, Illinois.
Forward for the Chicago Blackhawks for 3 seasons.
You know, when you said Louis J. Gomez and blowing, I was sure I knew where it was going to go. Never thought of it as coke up your ass. All right, you guys ready to get this started tonight?
This is Brandon.
This is the best of Austin in Comedy 101.
This is Austin's finest.
Yes.
Are you ready? All right.
I felt sarcasm in that.
No, not at all.
Your first comedian never graduated high school, claims he has the best Christopher Walken impression in the world, and once did an impression of William Shatner in front of William Shatner on The Tonight Show. Please give some love for Timothy Banfield.
Timothy! Timothy, go get him, buddy. Good to see you, pal.
All right. Yeah. That's all I need. Yeah. Let's just start with that. In an alternate reality, there's good news for you guys. Christopher Walken is president. Somewhere in an alternate reality. Just addresses. Yeah, I know, right? He just addresses the entire country. Look. Let's be honest. Prostitution is not legal, but porn is. What's up with that? Well, it's bullshit.
Please stop. What time does the buffet open on the Carnival Cruise Line?
You were on The Tonight Show, or you were at The Tonight Show?
And instead of Sean Spicer, we have Mark Wahlberg. Look, okay, calm down. Listen. President's gonna handle it, okay? We got this. Calm down.
Can you go back to Christopher Walken?
Like, you got a ticket? And they were like, anybody in the audience have an impression of William Shatner? Or you had a room with a sign on it that said your name?
So I'm short. Let's get that out of the way.
You should have did that first. It's been the tiny elephant in the room.
I own 3 pants from the kids department at JCPenney's.
Was this Jay Leno or Jimmy Fallon? I don't know.
The worst part about them is the fact that they fit me perfectly. Like the pants, and they're not like a healthy child size. They're like a fat toddler. Like that's the size of young pants that I wear. And you'd expect an adult wearing kids' pants to be tight in the front. Not the case at all.
Can you do that joke as Mark Wahlberg? Start it over. Run it back. Do that joke as Wahlberg. I think we can combine these jokes. That was fucking good right there. That was the best thing you did.
No, that's good.
So guess what? I own like 3 pants from JCPenney's from the kids' department. That's true. Yeah, and they fit me perfectly. That's the worst part.
Side question: how high's the suicide rate in your family? Is this gonna buck you, or
did you say how high because of how short he is? You're an asshole.
I like wordplay. I'm punny.
Did Jay Leno come in one of his classic cars? He's got one that's all wood, and you have to steer it with like a stick or something.
Can you do Jay Leno reviewing your impression of Mark Wahlberg?
All right, take it on, big man.
And now I have to go up to the lady at the register with these pants. That's the worst part of it. Because I know they're kids' pants, and she's way too talkative for this situation. I'm handed it to her, she's like, how old is he? He shut your mouth, that's how old he is. None of your damn business is his name. Junior, because I'm also none of your damn business. Right there. Can we do this like a hostage exchange?
When you did this for William Shatner, did security tackle you? Or was it invited?
The tackling was invited.
Good one.
Do you have any fantasies of harming others? At all?
As Christopher Walken. I stab you in the face with a soldering iron. Give me my food.
Hey, as a voice guy, can you stop?
Timothy Bansfield, everybody. Timothy Bansfield.
Good job, Timothy.
Good job, pal. Now, just so Jay can sleep tonight, okay? How did you get on the Tonight Show? How did that all go down?
They saw my Christopher Walken.
Uh-huh. And no one else does Christopher Walken.
Thank God.
0 people. Absolutely no one.
It's the most original.
And again for Jay, who was the host?
Jay Leno.
Jay Leno was the host.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has anybody ever commented on how small your ears are compared to your small body? They're tiny, tiny ears on that body.
They make me look huge.
Yeah.
We are in Texas. Do you do a Ross Perot?
When they say everything is bigger in Texas, they were not talking about you.
Lewis, you're talking in bumper stickers again.
If this truck is a rockin', don't come a knockin'.
No Ross Perot. No Ross Perot.
Timothy Banfield, everybody. Let him hear it. Way to go, Timothy. The guys, you loved them? You loved them? Yeah.
I liked his Mark Wahlberg was great.
Oh, he was also really good on the fly. It was much better than all the stuff he had prepared.
Yes.
So when we were throwing him shit at him, he was fucking zigging and zagging. It was awesome.
I don't think that you paid attention at all then, Louis.
Yeah, really? What?
I didn't see him zig or zag.
He acted like we didn't say anything and moved forward.
It was almost like we were ghosts and he didn't want to acknowledge us.
You were the 3 little voices he always has in his head. Yeah.
Oh my God, who was the host of the Tonight Show that day?
Louis is over there. How is he doing this? How can he improv like that, man?
I was fucking impressed. I threw.
He's not looking at his hand. He's
Christopher Walken then? He's William Shatner?
He fucking rewound. All that shit. That was incredible.
Robin Williams did that in 1979.
Robin Williams is dead, Ron.
Do you think that guy's gonna jerk off and choke himself tonight?
I hope.
That was Carradine.
That's not how, that's not at all how Robin Williams died.
Didn't they find him hung in a closet? No, it was probably jerking off. I believe all celebrities go that way.
If you were a detective, that would always be the motive.
Yeah.
Clearly, the suspect was jerking off.
Yeah. Don Rickles, did he have any extra belts?
Hello, Mrs. Hernandez. Your son Aaron was jerking off today.
There's a 75% chance Aaron Hernandez was just jerking off in prison. I stand by that.
He goes,
Who hangs himself today?
Aaron Hernandez.
No, he was beaten off and he fucking pulled the cord too late.
He pulled what cord? It's not a parachute, it's a fucking t-shirt.
No, you're supposed to come and then loosen the Windsor. He kept going. He pressed forward. He's like, I can probably get one more out. He tempted fate one too many times, that Hernandez. We all know he's impulsive.
I will say this. I'm now convinced. Big J is maybe the greatest detective working today, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, me and Soda are Jake and the Fat Man. You guess who's who.
Once again, Lewis is left out.
Oh, Lewis is our Mexican informant.
All right, are you guys ready for the next contestant of this game show that we're now changing the name to Jerk Off and Choke?
It's a hero's way out.
Autoerotic asphyxiation, if we want to be Latin about it.
Well, there's only one Latin here. What do you think, Gomez?
Hey, Lombada Gomez. What do you think?
Yes.
Yeah. How did that guy do it?
I'm so dumbfounded by how he did the fucking rewind. It was incredible.
All right, are we ready for the next contestant?
All right, let's do this. Our next comic was on The Price is Right in Australia and guessed $1,000 for a vacuum cleaner worth $87.
An idiot.
When she was 7 years old.
Well, it's Australia. They got to import all of their vacuums.
When she was 7 years old, she put pepper in her undies to see what would happen.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Let's give it up for comedian Lainey Max. Lainey.
Come on up,
Lady X? Lady X?
What happened when you put peppers in your undies?
It burns significantly. It's, yeah.
That's what I would have guessed in the pool.
Yeah.
Are you doing an impression like the last guy? Is that just an accent you're doing?
Yeah, this is just a bit.
Oh, that's so cool. Can you do a rewind thing now?
And then come out and be like, yeah, I totally put pepper in my underwear.
Yes! That's a voice we can all get behind.
Now, can you Heath Ledger it and choke yourself while you jerk off?
He died of pills, dude.
Yeah, dude. He took pills and they jerked off with a necktie around a doorknob.
Wow.
Do you guys even read the news?
Lady X, continue.
I mean, to be fair, who among us hasn't jerked off and eaten pills at the same time? G'day,
You
guys.
are fun.
That was just hot.
Yeah.
That's so funny. You're so talented. Ron, she wins.
Stop it, guys.
All right. Let her work. Go
Do
ahead.
you want me to just say aluminium and other Australian words?
What the fuck did you just say?
Beer.
Let me take this top shirt off.
Aluminium.
Top shirt?
All right. I was going to say my accent proves I'm obviously from Pflugerville. But here we are now. The gig is up. I'm from Austin, Australia. Guys, I'm not really a political comic. I try to not be, but I am going to just come out and say it. Fuck Outback Steakhouse. That joint does not represent Australia at all. They don't even have Vegemite, which is the one cliche Australian food. If you don't know what Vegemite is like, I'm here to let you know. It's exactly like anal. As in, you gotta try it 3 times before you start making wild claims about whether you like it or not.
I'll just say that's fair. That's fair.
It's fair.
Christine, listen.
He knows.
Also, was the pepper before the anal or the anal before the pepper?
Yeah, maybe the anal was hurting and the pepper was just nothing.
You know, it was all around the same time.
If I could speak in a bumper sticker like Lewis, never put the pepper before the anal.
Right.
That's a good point.
Wow,
Very,
what
very
a
good point.
romantic guy this is here.
Can I
The
say
ladies-
something?
Yeah.
You, despite your accent, you are very beautiful.
Oh.
That's normally a boner killer, and that's like her accent, like it's very shrill, but she's very beautiful and inspiring.
Very shrill.
Great,
Thank
great
you.
news,
I
sweetie. Louis J.
appreciate that.
Gomez did you the service of saying you're attractive.
Yeah,
No, in
lovely.
spite of the accent.
Is this guy hard to get or something?
Not a guy that looks like he rollerbladed here.
I don't know if you know this, but Rue McClanahan back here is climbing the walls to fuck him. So I don't know if you can hear in the back.
I appreciate that.
She's rescheduling.
Go ahead.
All right. Here we go. I'm moist. All this sex talk. Sorry to be so political about Outback Steakhouse. I try not to be political on Facebook. I've got one friend who's doing enough of that for all of us. When Trump was elected, he was losing his mind. He's like, I will be judging anyone who has a baby 9 months from now, because who among us could possibly have sex at a time like this? And I was like, well, dude, it's the end of the world. Is there ever going to be a better time not to use a condom? Besides any time, am I right? Yeah. Condoms.
Oh God, I would have loved. I wish she would have pulled some Outback kung fu shit.
Great
Fucking
news, Louis.
Flip Lewis.
She has herpes too.
She goes, the final joke's about how I'm diseased.
I thought it was peppers in my panties, but just
Brads.
festering lesions.
Your accent is actually really good.
He's a voice guy.
Oh, you're a voice guy. Yeah, you're an artist.
I'm just trying to figure out why Bill O'Reilly got fired and these three guys have fucking carte blanche.
Listen, bro, when you're under the radar, they can't hit you.
Look at Lewis's dimples. Yeah, that's how.
Anyway. Am I right?
Fucking. I agree,
Go back
guys.
to your shitty country.
Hold on. I was raised by an alcoholic single mother. You got to throw more heat at me than that.
Yeah, I appreciate that too. I am an alcoholic.
Dan, get to your room while I fuck your friends.
There it is.
It's okay, I understand. I actually am an alcoholic single mother. I have 2 children. They are in the car. They're probably hungry, and when they get hungry, I just say, well, guys, Mummy did not get this body eating every day.
Lady Max, everybody! Lady, stay up for a second.
Lady X. Lady X.
That was fantastic. What do you guys think, though, seriously, overall?
Great.
Great? Yeah.
Ron, ask her who she wants to fuck out of the 3 of us, just like you did with Gail. It's gonna be Dan.
Only one? Seems a little cheap.
I call the butt.
Yeah.
I call the butt.
I want that peppery ass
call
pussy.
the butt. We call the butt.
And I'll hold her hand for support.
That's sweet.
Dan, you can headbutt that baby factory. Me and Lois are going in the stinker.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
I don't want to work under the hood.
Lady,
while
great
you guys-
job, darling. Thank you very much.
Sorry about that, lady.
Listen, lady, you'll find her.
Stuck in your head, Dan.
Nice.
What a good wife you would be.
All right, what do you guys think so far, guys? They're loving it. Austin.
Captain D's here. Everyone's here.
Captain D is in the house, yeah.
So many people are here.
Now, let's keep this going. Who's the next person?
All right, our next comic says he's the forgotten cousin of both Cheech and Chong, and was quoted in the newspaper as saying, I prefer to look at this rain as the sun sweating. He is an Austin institution.
Can I go smoke?
Let's
Son of Cheech and Chong.
It's May I Smoke.
Let's give it up for Hi-Fi Bong.
Hi-Fi Bong, everybody. High five. Go get it, pal. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Sir, your son and a vampire are fighting for a girl in Portland right now.
Sir, I saw somebody throw garbage onto the side of the road, and I want you to relax.
How many wood chimes do you own?
Can you talk to wolves?
Who's watching the cigar store? I got more. I'll keep going.
Go ahead, high five.
Can you put your ear to the ground and give me my directions to my hotel?
Who's menstruating in this room?
Go ahead, high five. You got him, buddy. You're nice.
Sometimes when people fire at you, you need to fire back.
Are you going to give Jay the thinner disease?
For 8 months, I'm going to get so much pussy. Then it gets weird. Then I get gaunt. I fantasized about that since that movie came out. I can tell you 4 of the movies that actor's been in.
Worth it.
Thinner, worth it.
Totally worth it.
I'm going to G-Star Raw.
Yeah, I'm going to Jamaica for a month.
Go ahead, high five.
The reason I got this upside down is whenever I see legs up in the air, I know I'm going to have a lot of fun.
I mean, it's just factual.
When you look at me, you may be thinking, I know where the good stuff is. I do.
Can you hook us up? We've been looking.
When you say my last name, there's a little more bong in it. Kind of like this. Hi-fi. Bong!
If we're not at our shows tomorrow, this guy killed us.
I like you.
Oh, boy.
I think sports need to be harder than what they are. For example, basketball should be played on a moving flatbed trailer going down the highway at 74 miles per hour. If somebody steps out of bounds, there'd be no arguments. And what about golf?
For sometimes a man follows a premise, and it does not pay off. Like the sun setting late on a winter day.
High five bong, everybody, come on. Really nice stuff there, high five. We're going to put everything back together now.
Is hi-fi Asian, Mexican, or American Indian?
Yes.
You know when they have you check off a race on boxes and it says other?
That's it. He's other.
He just disappeared into the crowd.
It was great.
Who let that falcon in here? Did Hi-Fi just turn into an eagle and fly away?
Is that
I'm gonna go to sleep tonight. There's just a bird outside my window. I'm sorry about the voices. I doing because I didn't have a dad.
Is that the guy who killed Jim Morrison?
That was Jim's friend. Jim Morrison did not jerk off with a belt around his neck.
In a bathtub in France. Yes, he did.
Ron, this
They're
is
not gonna
how
put it out. They're fake news.
Ron, this is how Jay thinks everyone dies. Like when you tell a child their pet went to a farm upstate. You're like, yeah, Jay, he died jerking off too.
When I was 10, they told me my grandfather passed away. I said, you freaky old son of a bitch.
Belt around your neck, hand around your
Hey, you know what? If you're going to go, that's the way you're going to go.
All right, Pop, you knew how to party.
I just want to check on one thing, though, because I was kind of noticing. Did you have to remind Dan that he does an Indian impression?
Yes.
I saw that.
Yes, I did.
I saw that.
But it murdered.
Yes, it
I
killed.
smoke a lot of weed.
I'm not kidding. That was the cutest thing I've ever
I
seen.
literally said, Dan, remember you do that Indian thing? It would murder right about now. He goes, yeah.
Yeah.
I also at first went, oh yeah.
I do? Right.
This is why they're mentors. Big J. Okerson, Dan Soder, Louis J. Gomez, who is the hi-fi bong of New York City.
I am the hi-fi bong.
Dude, when he went into that bong thing, it was scary as shit, right?
That was a good bit,
If you
though.
would have held it for 40 more seconds, would have got a laugh.
Absolutely.
All right, Gail, we ready for the next contestant? They're all doing great here in
All
Austin.
right, they're killing. Coming up next, this comic used to melt Starburst in the microwave when she was a kid, and she can swallow a bunch of pills at one time. Please welcome to the stage, Christina Parrish.
Come on, Christina.
I hope this girl put peppers in her panties.
Hello. I don't know if you guys saw that small child outside. There's a small child wearing a giant jacket, and he came up to me and was like, "Do you want any shockers?" And I was like, "No, sweetie, your fingers are too small, but I'm sure if you do it over and over and over again, I'm bound to feel something."
Damn, Lewis! She got your ass.
You look like a fat Joey Fatone.
Joke's on you, bitch. Joey Fatone's fat now. I just look like Joey Fatone. It's not 1997.
I might fist fight this girl today. What the fuck was that?
I like her jean jacket sass.
I like it too.
I bet she draws on her book covers.
Yeah. Where am I? Okay.
Antone's.
I smoke weed, but I don't do it to get high. I do it to get awkward on a first date and pee myself a little, right? Get a little pre-wet, ladies? Okay. A little splish, splash.
You for real piss your pants when you smoke weed?
Yeah.
Stop smoking weed.
I hate myself.
Keep smoking weed.
Okie dokie. The voice inside my head. I like sex. You guys don't like sex. You guys are like, no, I fuck God and God fucks me, and that's how I get into heaven.
You go real 0 to 60, don't you? I can
Holy
appreciate
shit.
it. This chick is fucking dark. Oh yeah, that's real fucking boil a rabbit when you come home kind of energy.
You're inside me like God. I'm not going to be ignored, Louis J.
I left my jean jacket at your place for a reason.
What do you mean which jean jacket? The one with Daffy Duck on the back.
Yeah.
You should have prepared more than one fat Joey Fatone joke.
No, I know.
Fucking asshole. Yeah,
I
now
know.
you're falling apart.
Who the fuck are you? Okay.
Wow, too real.
Okie dokie.
Louis is fat Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and I'm retarded Luke Perry. We all know these things.
Took him 12 seconds. Yeah, 8 seconds was a Luke Perry movie.
It's a goddamn great rodeo movie. We're in Texas. Brush
Can
up.
we get an applause break for that joke? That was excellent.
Of all places, I thought a rodeo movie joke would work.
That was phenomenal.
You sons of bitches.
I pop my knuckles a lot. I pop my knuckles a lot. Once I pop, I can't stop. And I was going to have sex with this guy and the lights were off. And I wouldn't say it's a bad habit, but I would say it's not the sound you want to hear before having sex with someone. And I was kind of shredding my back like a bag of chips. And he just got up and left. You know, some men are just so easily satisfied.
I don't know why I like that joke, but I did. I don't know.
Also,
because you still think you can fuck her, Louis.
Also, I don't know.
I know I can fuck her today.
No.
Christina Parrish, everybody.
Christina Parrish.
Christina, great job. What'd you guys think, other than Lewis?
Really funny.
Good job. Good job.
Yeah,
That was-
Lois, go ahead.
Very funny.
I know she was really funny. It was good.
Yeah.
Unique.
Okay.
I like her delivery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Christina. There we go.
There she goes, Christina Parrish.
Way to come back on that Joey Fatone thing. That was...
Yeah.
I don't like to work off the cuff, but
Yeah, I know.
a stickler.
test me.
He's disciplined. He's disciplined with his act.
I like to stick to the written word, but sometimes you got to come out of your shell. Give it a whip.
All right, who do we got next, Gail?
All right, the next comic was born 2 weeks past her due date on her dad's birthday. The biggest twist, her parents thought she was going to be a girl until the minute she came out. Little did they know, she made the transition back years later. She also says she is the kinkiest comedian in Austin comedy scene. Give it up for Austin Smart.
Austin! Austin, good to meet you.
Hola, what's up, y'all?
I'm extraordinarily confused right now. I'm not. Hey, Ben Kronberg.
I think I met Austin at South by Southwest a few weeks ago.
Yeah, you're the last
Absolutely.
person I saw before I blacked out.
Was that terrible? Oh, well, were you sore when you woke up? Because I tried to be gentle.
My asshole's loose enough; it's never sore.
I'm all girth, no length, but you know.
I like you guys. You dressed this up as a comedy 101, but this is just a confrontation from weeks ago. You get your moment in court. Continue.
Oh man, all girth, no length. That's not. I'm a professional at hiding my dick at this point. It's my blood. It's day in, day out what I do. It's not that tricky. There's only two places you can hide your dick. First option, underneath you. Classic, simple, easy option. Option number 2, inside of somebody else. Bit more difficult. The question, can you spit, might come up. What? That's a pragmatic question if you smoke weed and fuck butts.
Can you start a record label called Smoke Weed and Fuck Butts?
Yes.
All right, cool. I'll buy a T-shirt.
Will you fuck my girlfriend while I sit in the corner and do this?
Fuck yes.
Will you teach me how you got such great legs?
No.
Where's your dick?
Touching my asshole.
Yes! Oh, what a waste of long dick.
I just came.
That's what I came here for.
Yeah.
Want me to keep going? You know,
Sure, Austin.
Yeah, do more. Sorry.
More, Austin.
Do more.
I do smoke a lot of weed, but it ends up just making me really introspective sometimes. I end up questioning myself a lot, like, am I actually trans? Or do I just have Asperger's and have hyperanalyzed my way out of my own masculinity? It seems like a distinct possibility.
You're trans. 100%.
Louis J. Gomez is New York City's foremost problem solver.
Oh, man. I've had bad allergies my whole life. Really, cat allergies are the worst. It's developed to the point where I have these murderous fantasies of just killing cats all the time. I know I can't do that. That's fucked up. So what I've done is I've merged my passion for activism, my desire to kill cats, and I've just started adopting terminally ill cats. So I can watch them slowly die.
That's fucking funny. It's a good fucking
Austin.
joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No dings necessary.
All my friends come over like, oh man, your cat looks really sick. Yeah. It is.
This comedy's very brave. Louis, real question right now.
Yeah,
I'm not even going to ask Dan because I already know Dan's
Dan's a
answer.
fucking pussy and he
He's a
won't tell the
total
truth.
puss.
Fucking flat-nosed bitch.
Turn sideways for a second.
Go ahead.
Just ass and back.
Okay.
Do you go for it and not ask questions?
I'll tell you this.
I go for it from the fucking front. This thing is hot. Whatever it is so hot.
This thing's hot. This thing's hot. This thing's hot. This thing's hot. Soder, you have a contract. You can't talk about it. You can't say
I
things
said
like
this
that.
thing's hot. Those legs are incredible.
Great
They're
legs,
incredible.
Great legs, great ass, great triceps. Unfucking believable.
No shit. Pecs for days.
Dope Adam's apple. I love it. It's my shit.
You're the first person I've ever heard say it like it's a Mountain Dew commercial.
Yeah.
I want to fuck to the extreme.
Extreme fucking.
I don't know what it has,
How do
but
you
I
feel?
want it.
How do you feel about choking me while I jerk off?
We call that a code red.
Austin, you look so happy with these guys talking like this.
I'm in love with this. If you mean, are any of y'all into kink shit? 'Cause you talk like you are.
I'm telling you right now, all bullshit aside, Jay would 100% let you fuck his girlfriend while he jerked off in the corner.
Oh, God, yeah.
100%.
I'm telling you. I mean, I'm not even blinking an eye. I think that's an underestimation.
Do you fuck chicks?
Oh, yeah.
You don't let her
Jay,
fuck Christine, you're a pussy.
Does this
Can we call it a Texas tornado?
Yeah. Your offer, Jay. Does it go to anybody who tucks their cock tonight?
Can anyone who tucks their cock fuck Christine?
Yeah.
No, I think particularly I want to see her. Yeah, absolutely.
Just Austin?
Just Austin. Yeah, absolutely.
You're making progress.
You've got the
You're
golden
living it on the edge.
ticket.
Seriously, you're winning right now.
First of all, her and
yes.
Christine have the same haircut. So.
Except Christine has a deeper voice.
Come on, Jay, let's pick up this chick. Let's do it all in the dark, and I'll just try to find Christine's puss from her lab.
Can you do fucking Marco Polo?
Marco.
All right, Austin, do your thing.
I was doing an interview with the Austin Chronicle about these bathroom bills that are getting passed. And at one point it got really awkward because I had to be honest with them. I was like, look, guys, I don't give a fuck about these bathroom bills going in the Senate right now because I wear diapers 24/7. Hashtag freedom.
Austin Smart, everybody! Austin Smart! That was great.
That one joke was just one of the fucking funniest jokes I've heard in a while. That was an unbelievable joke.
Great
And
set.
it's 2017.
And you just watched Chappelle and Louis C.K. last week.
It's 2017 and anyone could be objectified. It's great.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's
It's
true.
progress while also stepping backwards.
Yes.
Funny schmoney, getting my girl sniz.
Can that be the name of your record label?
It's the name of my autobiography, Dan. I thought we were closer than that.
A story of sensuality.
One man's journey.
All right, let's get to our next comedian.
All right, the next comedian is a competitive Dance Dance Revolution player, and he used to break dance, but says he's horrible at regular dancing.
If he's not Asian, I'm leaving.
I kind of hope it's Austin again. Just like dancing.
I bet you do, Louis.
Yeah. Get another peek of the goods, yeah?
Put your hands together for Derek Kopshua.
Go, buddy.
Back-to-back trans? Austin is weird.
If you're here, where's Tweedledum?
I was going less for trans and more like Pugsley found Molly.
Okay.
All right, no Addams Family fans. We got a Munsters crowd. All right.
You nailed us.
Hell yeah. Can deaf people read pussy lips?
That's my joke.
That's my mantra.
That's you're kind of stealing my shit, dude. So.
It's on all my merch.
I'm stealing your shit. You're as big as my shit.
Does your shit also mistakenly wear horizontal stripes? Fat 101, bro. We learned that day one fat camp.
Hell yeah. Let's see.
Bush League, brah. Real Bush League.
I'm not a guy with confidence issues.
No.
But I do find it rare when women pick me in a room full of dudes. It's like they're always like, yeah, that guy, officer. I don't know what's more embarrassing, having to shave my pubes, having to lift my gut to safely shave my pubes, or having to lay upside down against the wall so I don't have to use my arms to lift my gut to safely shave my pubes. But then I gotta shave my face afterwards because they fell on it like Harry Rain. Which is an unreleased Prince song.
Yeah.
I used to get in trouble in middle school for wearing my sister's clothes. Not because I was cross-dressing in Mississippi, but because I was wearing T-shirts that said, "I love cum."
Your sister used to wear shirts that say "I love cum."
That's great.
That shirt only comes in plus size. Usually more of an urban attire.
He used to just tie his sister's shirt around his head.
It was also in Comic Sans. The sluttiest font. You guys seem pretty hip with it. Can I get a Helvetica, yeah?
Dan's edible just kicked in.
Oh, what a fucking geography teacher joke.
I feel like
I don't want to fuck with him too much, or else he might do the pie eating thing from Stand By Me.
And then Captain D threw up on Sarah McPants. And Barry Fennell.
Go Pack Joe threw up on her.
Joe threw up on Crystal. There's a leech on my dick.
Oh, man. You guys are just so much over here.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see. So whenever it's coming down to the apps, how you guys feel about apps? Y'all fuck with them?
Hold on. You talking about like phone apps or appetizers at Applebee's?
Potato skins.
Love them.
Sometimes they're apps that bring appetizers to me, so that kind of counts. But I'm talking about the computer apps.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Does anybody here fuck with apps on phones?
Everyone fucks with apps. You don't have to ask that question. Everyone.
Anybody in here have a name or?
Anybody breathe air? Anybody?
Who owns a phone charger?
Who drinks water in this place? Be honest too. I need you. If we're being honest.
Nobody really. Nobody. Okay.
I guess I'm keeping that $1 billion industry alive all by myself.
That joke kills on the road so hard you guys don't even know.
I should have known dressing up wasn't pandering enough. But anyways, so you guys, I love apps. One of my favorite apps is the one where you use your GPS to get people to drive you places. Y'all have heard of it, Tinder? My favorite woman on Tinder is the one who's got a picture of her on top of a mountain, because it means she won't have any trouble climbing this shit, son.
Yeah.
Derek, let him hear it, everybody. Good job,
I like
buddy.
that last one.
That was great.
Great, just stop.
I feel like God put the wrong arms on his body.
God goes like this. Was he born?
I was feeling you smacked his stomach really hard. When you lift up his shirt, it's just black and blue all over his stomach.
He's going to feel that in 3 minutes.
3-minute blowback.
Austin, hey, by the way, you guys have all done this in New York. Austin's kicking some ass tonight.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah, they really are.
I hate to say it.
There's some real garbage in the Northeast.
Yeah.
You guys are
Not
really
to pander to you people.
Real tri-state trash. Not
we
right
know
here.
we know that the comics are better and the gun laws are lax.
And the Jews in New York, Jesus. Just
Yeesh.
wall-to-wall Jews.
Like Christ almighty, no pun intended.
All right, you guys ready for one more comedian tonight to take Austin home? This next gentleman is an alcoholic, a drug addict, a gambling addict.
Gary Soder!
But is recently kicking ass on Tinder as well as being a prop comic. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Stanley, the prop comic! Chris Stanley, the prop comic! Chris Stanley!
Stanley! Stanley! Stanley! Stanley! Stanley! Stanley! Stanley! Stanley! Stanley! Stanley! Stanley! Stanley!
Open the case!
You all ready for some prop comedy?
Oh God, I think I just came. It's crazy, bro.
The Fate and the Furious just came out last weekend. Made $500 million. They've already announced the spin-off and who's going to star in it. I got my hands on the movie poster. You guys want to see it?
Yeah.
Yes.
A lot of props in there.
I'm a prop comic, Ron.
Yeah, I see that.
That case has definitely carried cocaine over country lines.
Then we took it to Logan International.
They're calling it.
Set your bed back up, dude. Set it back up. It took a while.
I forget what the poster's supposed to be.
Fate and the Furious.
Fate and the Furious is a spin-off, and they released the name of the movie and the actor.
Yeah.
They're calling it The Fat and the Furious, starring Alex Jones.
That's prop comedy.
Chris,
Poster.
I wouldn't be doing my job as a comedy mentor if I didn't say the ultimate kill of this would be if at the end of your set you hung yourself from that thing and jerked off.
And by the way, bro, to the death.
I mean, it would annihilate.
Ron, are these guys even prop comics? Should they be mentoring?
No,
you?
they're not.
Fair enough.
By the
Thank
way,
you.
did you make this poster or just buy it?
I made it, Ron. I'm a prop comic. I make.
It looks like you just bought it in a fucking store.
This is my art, Ron.
Okay.
I feel like Vito's in the back mouthing all of Chris's words like a proud, like a dance mom, like 2, 3, 4, yes, and pull, and poster, and step, heel, turn.
I thought you were wearing a headband on first.
Do you guys want to see what Donald Trump would look like if his father never gave him any money and he was an alcoholic and he snorted too much Adderall?
Yeah! Does that work, Chris? Can you get Adderall?
Yeah, he's got it.
Yeah, I lied to my doctor. Of course, I have a prescription.
Chris, maybe you ought to show that poster again.
Headband on?
I'm a big fan of Chris's tight rolled headband, like a landscape.
Yeah, you look like a European basketball player.
I thought he was doing Loverboy.
Yeah.
I found the rest of Big J's glove, everyone.
Got him! You got him!
Got him!
That's called on brand, motherfucker.
That's a perfect joke.
By the way, Chris, explain that to people listening to the radio.
Big J Ogerson's known for wearing fingerless gloves. I'm wearing a glove with just fingers.
That's great.
Finger gloves.
That's good.
Thank you.
Give him props.
You just get your props.
Props for props. Props for props. Props for props. Props for props. You guys want to see some more props?
Yeah. You kidding me?
I'm fucking sitting here, aren't I?
Comics say you guys want to
Fucking
see some
showed
more
up,
props. You guys want to see some more props?
So I just got into Austin yesterday. I noticed you guys got like a reptile problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they see like you guys have like snakes around here.
Those are Mexicans.
I found a literal Puerto Rican rattlesnake. No, not Luis J. Gomez. Get it? It's a knife taped to a snake. Puerto Rican stab people.
Holy shit, that was good.
The fuck does that mean?
This is Stanley.
Fucking piece of shit.
Wait.
My dad was stabbed to death
I was
when I
saying
was
for the
4 years old, Chris.
For the record, in Lewis's family, Puerto Ricans get stabbed.
The fuck was that? My dad was actually stabbed to death, Chris.
It's for my art, Lewis. It's for the art.
Only because it's the art.
Lewis, it's satire. I stand behind Chris. Chris, good call.
Props for that
More
prop.
like fat tire.
Oh, come on.
Bro, body
too
shaming
far.
is not a part of this.
Real nice, dude. And guys we fucked was just in here.
Carrot top, more like carrot cake top.
You guys hear
I wish that guy with that knife would come and just finish off the whole line.
You guys hear Carrie Fisher just died.
Oh
Carrie
my
Fisher.
God!
No.
Don't
Yeah.
please.
Too soon.
Yeah.
Come on, Star Wars.
Princess Leia, Star Wars, yes.
Yeah.
They made me the executor of her estate.
Oh,
oddly
boy,
enough.
that's unusual.
Yeah, I'm a prop comic, and they made me the
Yeah.
executor of her estate.
That's an odd idea.
Will not be a part of this.
Coincidence.
It's a weird premise. And they were nice enough to show me like all the things she has. I found one of her sex toys. One of her
It's a lightsaber with a dildo.
That's what a lightsaber sounds like, right? It's a dildo
Yeah.
duct taped to a lightsaber handle.
All right.
Just so you know, Chris, when you do prop comedy, when you're done with the prop, you're supposed to casually toss it over your shoulder. I don't even care about this anymore.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Thank you. I got mentors.
Yeah.
Here, Gail.
Come on.
Sorry, Ron. She wanted it. I saw her eyes.
We got any ladies in the crowd tonight? Any ladies who smoke weed? It's 420. Yeah. Well, I made this myself. It's a smoking apparatus that you will want to smoke out of for the rest of your life. You'll stop smoking blunts, you'll stop smoking whatever.
What?
I call it the dong.
A lot of these are dildo related.
Yo, how many dildos did you buy, dude?
Don Wicklund will be buying those dildos.
I hate to be a mentor here.
Yes, I want you to.
If you're gonna go as far as to put the dick to your lips,
yeah,
it's funnier if you jam it in there, or don't touch it to your lips. So either be a homophobe or don't. Don't just fucking touch it with your lips.
Just gonna kiss on it like a tease.
What are you gonna do? Kiss Austin's dick all night?
Am I wrong here? Is the honeymoon seem to be ending?
Yeah.
With Chris Stanley, the prop comic.
They're getting a little rough on my props, Ron.
Yeah, I know.
Depends on if I can keep this Puerto Rican rattlesnake.
You can.
What about your Vegas residency?
I think it's Reno.
Bed Bath & Beyond just recently announced that they're putting out an Aaron Hernandez bedsheet collection.
No.
Rip from the headlines.
I'm a tight end.
Now give that to Gail with the lightsaber thing.
Because he died jerking off.
He died masturbating.
He's going down like Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
200 dead counts. Really
By the
fun.
way, did you get on the plane with this suitcase?
Yes, I did. I was on the Newark Airport.
The 1974 Samsonite is the only thing that made me laugh.
I hope that was your carry-on. That was all on X-ray at one point.
I love a hard shell.
You have a noose and 2 dildos and a snake knife?
They go, hey, do you want to pull this size queen aside, or just let her rumble?
Should we let
on
it
down
go, or should we make a scene? I don't know. It's JFK.
I got one more prop. You ever want to see it?
Yeah!
Yes.
One more prop.
One more prop. One more prop. One more.
Kim Kardashian.
Oh, again, ripped from the headlines.
I'm current. She just announced she was releasing a line of back-to-school supplies. Back-to-school supplies.
The pencil sharpener in the asshole has turned me around and made me a big prop fan now.
Yeah! Yeah!
And those are my props.
Well,
yeah!
Props for props.
Props for props. Props for props. Props for props.
all right, I'm going to tell you something that your junkie father should have told you years ago. And that's clean up your fucking room. Come on. Clean up this mess here.
It's my art.
Yeah. Well, I never thought I'd say this, but Chris Stanley is the worst comedian in Austin.
Yeah.
I don't co-sign that. I don't co-sign that at all.
Where would you put him in the lineup?
Number 2.
Number 2 of the
It's
night?
the same way, though, if there was like a black person, I would have picked them first so people don't say I'm racist. So
Right.
I'm going with the trans so I get away with more shit.
All right.
What was it? The second dildo?
worst?
Is
Yeah.
that what did it for you? The second
The second dildo.
The
I'm like,
second dildo.
Yeah, but